Good Friday evening, sports fans, and welcome to Wrightstown High School, the site for tonight's Northeastern Conference big-time game between the visiting Freedom Irish and the host Wrightstown Tigers. For all intents and purposes, is for all the marbles in the conference. Welcome to another USA Today Network Wisconsin digital live stream. I'm Ricardo Arguello, hanging out as always with Brett Christopherson, and bringing you those high-definition shots is one Jim Rosandick. We call him Rosie. Again, we're all part of USA Today Network Wisconsin. And Brett, you know, this is a game that we kind of had circled. I should say that you knew right away it was going to be one of those games that, hey, we got to figure out a way to get there, because we felt in the end it was going to be between these two teams for the NEC title. I'll give you some more specifics about the NEC title and how that's going to kind of evolve, because, you know, Freedom is coming in with one less game. I'll explain that in a little bit. But, Brett, we're expecting a good one, because these are two rival teams. And it always seems to be a good game between these two teams. Yeah, Ricardo, two rival teams, and you kind of had the feeling that this was going to be the way it was going to be. And this was a game I had circled even before all the rigmarole of reshuffling schedules. I have to thank the athletic director here, Craig Hayes, for working with me, because I think I've reached out like 3 different times. Hey, make sure, please, we have press box space to live stream this game, because he figured it would come down to the conference championship. So. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little bit different as far as you say. Wrightstown 5-0 in the league, 5-1 overall, but really it just matters what's going on in the Northeastern Conference. Freedom with that one loss that we streamed a couple weeks ago, right? The surprising loss to Fox Valley Lutheran. So, but it's very simple. If Wrightstown wins, they're the champs. Right. But maybe you can explain, if Freedom wins, it's not quite so, a little bit more muddy. Exactly, and if pretty much this is Wrightstown's in the driver's seat. If they win, they're the outright champs. Freedom wins, then because they have one less game played, it's going to go to a meeting of the rest of the ADs within the NEC to determine who's the champ, because not every team has played a full slate as Wrightstown has, BC. So that obviously this whole season has been strange because of the pandemic, right. But then that adds another potential wrinkle into this whole conference championship. Who gets the title? Is it going to be a shared thing? How's it going to go? But for Wrightstown, it's clear. You win, it's yours. That's yours, you know. Doesn't matter what else happens. They would be undefeated in the conference, Brett. And, Wrightstown's coming off that tough loss last week, to Kaukauna. We were there to see that one. And matchup of a D4, D2 team. We talked about that at length last week, Brett. But obviously Freedom is in the same division as Wrightstown, so a much more evenly matchup in terms of rosters and enrollment size, Brett. Yeah, I expect this to be a really competitive game, in Freedom, and we'll talk about that, but losing to a Division I team last week on their home field by just 1 point, a very good Oak Creek team. Yes. So a rare 2-game losing streak for Freedom, but it was kind of maybe a little bit of an anomaly, and I give Freedom a lot of credit to taking Oak Creek down to the wire. Exactly. I mean, Oak Creek, a big Division I team, Brett. And but we're going to get you some notes that you so nicely put together. I'm going to have you start out, Brett. Okay. We're going to do some of the Wrightstown. I'm going to switch it up a little bit, and I'll follow with some Freedom notes. Yeah, let's do it, Ricardo. Wrightstown 5-1 overall, 5-0 in the Northeastern Conference. The Tigers enter tonight's game ranked 6th in the medium division in this week's Associated Press State poll, and 3rd in Division 4 in this week's WithSports.net coaches poll. They're coming off a tough 35-7 setback to Kaukauna last Friday. That was a non-conference game that we streamed over at Kaukauna High School. The Ghosts jumped out to a quick 21-0 lead after the opening quarter, then led 35-zip at the half, which triggered a running clock the entire second half. The Tigers' lone touchdown came in the 4th quarter when Jared Pelishek scored on a 7-yard run. Quincy Klister led Wrightstown in rushing with 55 yards on 14 carries. Jack Van Zeeland rushed for 32 yards on 2 attempts, while Pelishek finished with 30 yards on 10 carries. Overall, Wrightstown rushed for 146 yards on 33 attempts. Quarterback Matthew Hansen threw for 28 yards on 4 of 11 passing. Logan Kale had 1 catch for 15 yards, and Van Zeeland had another reception for 12 yards. Wrightstown was held to a season-low 146 rushing yards. That's 175 yards below their current average. On the season, Klister leads the way in rushing with 659 yards and 4 touchdowns on 97 attempts. He's averaging 110 yards per game. Kale, he's next with 517 yards and 9 rushing scores. He's averaging 86 yards per game. And then Pelishek, the 3-headed monster in the backfield for the Tigers. He has rushed for 413 yards and 4 touchdowns and is averaging 69 yards per game. Hansen has thrown
for 132 yards and 1 touchdown while completing 67% of his passes, I believe. I'll have to double-check that. I believe that's accurate. Clister is the Tigers' leading receiver with 58 yards and 5 receptions. Defensively, Clister and Jacob Van Zeelen are the leading tacklers with 47 and 37 total stops, respectively. Austin Colts is 3.5 sacks. That's tops in that department. Joe Hella is next with 3 sacks. As a team, Wrightstown is averaging 321 yards per game on the ground and allowing just 79 yards rushing. The Tigers are averaging 28 yards per game through the air and allowing 67. There's no secret what Wrightstown likes to do. It's run, run, run some more. Ricardo, how about the Freedom Irish?
Yeah, Brett, the Irish entered tonight's game ranked 5th in D4 in this week with Sports.net coaches poll. They're also receiving votes in the Associated Press State poll. I know I voted for them, Brett. They're coming off a 21-20 non-conference loss to Oak Creek last Friday and a non-conference matchup at Freedom. Hey, keep in mind that Oak Creek, again, we talked about the big Division I program. Brett, there was a time when Oak Creek was kind of seen as the platinum program in Division I. I want to say 2000s or so, or maybe mid-2000s was when they were in their heyday. Freedom nearly pulled off that win, though. Jackson Higgins hit Quinn Tague. Did I say that right? Tague on a 14-yard touchdown pass with 1:28 remaining in the game. The Irish went for 2, and they lined up to kick that extra point, but the snap went to kicker Carson Hofacker, whose pass attempt to Tague was incomplete. That's how the scoring ended as Oak Creek held on for that 1-point win. Brett, by the way, Carson Hofacker done for the season.
Oh, really?
Yes, I just he's on my Facebook, or somehow he's connected to my Facebook, and I did see that the season-ended injury
Very
has
good
ended
kicker
the
for
season.
the Irish.
Yeah, so that's something to watch during the game. Higgins threw for 157 yards and a touchdown. That was on 16 of 35 passing. He also tallied 2 rushing scores on runs of 6 and 7 yards. Reese Mantufel rushed for 93 yards on 22 carries as the Irish finished with 101 rushing yards overall. Tague paced Freedom in receiving with 11 catches for 66 yards. Dylan Boogie added 3 catches for 64 yards, and A.J. Opperman had 2 catches for 27 yards. Defensively, the Irish limited the Knights to just 234 yards of offense. Again, that's a Division I team, folks, so Freedom's defense is no joke. On the season, Higgins has thrown for 923 yards and 9 touchdowns. He's completed 53% of his passes. He does have any interceptions, though. Mantufel is the Irish's leading rusher with 391 yards. 4 scores on 74 carries. Higgins is next with 247 yards and 5 scores on 52 rushes. And John Verhasselt's 6 rushing touchdowns lead the team in that department, and Verhasselt is back.
He's been out for a little while.
And I know I've talked with Coach Frank Mattia about this, Brett. I know it's been kind of hit or miss as the season has come along. He's been out for several games now since the 3rd or 4th week of the season. Now he's back.
That's a
They
boost.
could really use him because he's one of the most explosive players in the state.
Absolutely.
Tague's 45 catches for 389 yards and 6 scores. That leads all Freedom receivers in those categories. Connor Dickrell is next with 11 catches for 231 yards and 3 touchdowns. And defensively, Mantufel has 47 total tackles, 6 sacks. And Ben Bartosik has added 46 total stops and 3 sacks. Tague also has 6 sacks for the Irish, while Hayden Van Camp, Cole Yachman, did I say that correct, Brett? Yeah, have 5 and 4 sacks, respectively. And as a team, Freedom's averaging 165 yards per game on the ground. They're allowing just 84, and the Irish are also averaging 157 yards per game through the air and allowing 139. Is that right? Oh, right, no. Did I say that wrong, Brett?
No, you got it.
On the defensive side, Freedom has been credited with 27 sacks. That's a high number.
Yes, it is.
That's an average of 4.5 per game, and we don't know what their next game is going to be because they're gonna figure all that out.
Well, we can talk about that throughout the course of the stream too,
tomorrow in the morning. So I think that takes care of the Freedom Irish.
Yeah, the playoffs, revamped playoff coming up. So we'll talk about that here. But national anthem coming up first.
Welcome, football fans, to Tiger Stadium, Wrightstown, Wisconsin, land of the free because of the brave, and Tiger Football 2020. And tonight's Northeastern Conference football game between the visiting Freedom Irish and your own Wrightstown Tigers. And now, if everyone would please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner.
All right, here at what they call Tiger Stadium here, Brett, in Wrightstown, Northeastern Conference Championship tilt. We can call it that. As we explained earlier, this is for all the marbles. If Wrightstown can pull out the win, if Freedom, who, by the way, comes in with one conference loss, if they do win and give Freedom or Wrightstown its only loss, then it's going to come up to a grouping of ADs and figure it out who's going to be the NEC champ.
That'll be an interesting conversation because you got the head-to-head, Freedom winning that, but then you look at Wrightstown's only conference loss would be to Freedom, where Freedom's conference loss is to FVL. So, and then I guess strength of schedule will be very interesting to see how that would play out. Actually, I've got the schedules in front of me. Wrightstown with wins at Denmark, here against Luxembourg Casco. Denmark was 42-6, Luxembourg Casco 41-16. Then at Little Chute, very tough game. Both teams had tough games against the Mustangs. That's kind of that three-pronged I guess powerhouse when you come to football in the NEC. I think those three teams have won the last three titles, if I'm not mistaken. That was a 9-6 victory over Little Chute. Fox Valley Lutheran, Wrightstown did beat 35-6. Then at Marinette for the Tigers, that was a 42-6 victory, and then losing to Kaukauna last week 35-7 for Freedom. They beat Winneconne 48-14 on the road in week 1, and then 3 straight home games. Denmark 38-7 win, Wapaka 42-7, and then Little Chute in the battle for the county ensign. The Freedom Irish won that one 18-12. Then the upset, losing to FVL in week 5. That was a road game, 27-23. And then last week, the non-conference game, really playing Oak Creek well, but Irish fall in that one, 21-20.
Number 6, John Verhassel. And the Irish are coached by Mr. Frank Mattia.
You know, talking about this being a Northeastern Conference Championship showdown, the Tigers eyeing their first NEC title since 2017. Little Chute and Freedom have won the past 2 NEC championships respectively. Little Chute in 2018, Freedom last season. Freedom had a really nice run in the playoffs that I believe Wrightstown knocked off Freedom in the playoffs. We'll talk about that as well. And the last time they played was a classic. Always good matchups, regardless of the sports. And Ricardo, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this goes back to the old Olympian Conference days.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to remember who was back in that league.
Brilliant.
Valders, I think, was in there. Mishicot was in there.
Because I know
Reedsville, I believe.
I know more recently, within the late last decade, we did several good Wrightstown Brilliant games.
Yeah, Denmark. I think, I don't know if I said that. That was a
You said Denmark, yeah.
Fun league back then, the old Olympian Conference. I'm probably even missing a couple teams, but those out there, if you why don't you give me the lineup on Twitter? I'm at PCBretzi. Give me a follow and tweet me who was back in the Olympian way back when. As we await the starting, are the seniors? I think they're announcing the seniors, right? As we await the introductions to conclude. Again, another shout out to the athletic director here, Ricardo. Craig Hayes. He's another one. Fun to work with, great to work with, and I always enjoy coming to Wrightstown High School. This is such a fun setting out here. Very rural, of course, but I was telling you, when I came in from the Appleton area, I took a back way.
Yep.
I took County CE all the way to Hollandtown. Took a left, smelled the chicken at Van Abel's.
There you go.
Got a little hungry. Turned left onto County D and took D all the way in, and it's just, there's something still magical about seeing a small town and the stadium lights lit up, and it's Friday night, and you know there's a big game. Just kind of that anticipation. Just love it. It was a fun drive-in, and I'm just glad we're playing football right now.
Friday Night Lights, gotta love it, Brett. And we got a good matchup tonight again here in Wrightstown. The host Tigers taking on the visiting Freedom Irish, as the regular season comes to an end tonight.
Quick 7 weeks.
It was, and again, the 2-week postseason. Pods of 4 teams, 8 groupings of 4 between the 7 divisions. So going to be interesting to see who goes where. I mean, it's all going to be regional though for the most part. So WI is trying to help out by keeping it regional.
Trying to have just a culminating event, I guess is what they call it. We'll see how that goes. First things first. Let's get this one over and done with, and this is going to be a good battle. I can't wait. Can that Freedom defense slow down the 3 pronged rushing attack from the Tigers, and you know that Ricardo with Verhasselt now coming back for Freedom, such a dynamic player to add to a Freedom offense that can do things both through the air and on the ground.
Deep to receive for the Tigers, Michael Button, Jack Van Zeelen, and Jacob Van Zeelen.
Wrightstown will receive.
Yeah, Jack Van Zeelen, Jacob Van Zeelen, and Michael Button back to receive this kickoff. So we'll see who gets first crack at returning this one. But looking forward to it. We're underway at Wrightstown.
Look out.
Oh, wow.
Van Zeelen, Brad.
Great start. Look at this run. Still on his feet. What a cutback inside. Ricardo inside the 25.
Yeah, Brad, and that was a touchdown-saving tackle by Mitchell Cater from the Irish. But, yeah, Van Zeelen showing some nice moves along the sideline, Brett. Outstanding field position for Wrightstown. Ball will be placed at the 25, Brett.
Well, that's called good field position to start offensively, a 25-yard line. What a run by Van Zeelen, a senior, 5'9", 170 pounds, showing that speed. Did some good things in the running game last week against Kaukauna. There's Quincy Klister with his opening carry of the night.
Yeah, Brett, that was a 65-yard kickoff return by Van Zeelen.
Yeah, sometimes you forget about Van Zeelen, too, as being he's a fourth option in that running game, and he's very good as well. So you call it a three-pronged attack with Klister, Kale, and Pelishek, but Van Zeelen can get some touches and can make some things happen as well. And you can see Van Zeelen far side lining up at wide receiver.
Second down and 5 for the Tigers as Klister takes it himself off the left side.
Yeah, direct snap to Klister. He's got the first down. He's inside the 15.
Quincy Klister, the ball carrier. Klister across the 15-yard line and up yardage for a first down.
Just underway here at Tiger Stadium, home of the Wrightstown Tigers, hosting Freedom Northeastern Conference Championship game, and for all intents and purposes.
I'm surprised they don't play for something. These longtime rivals, I mean, communities are real close, very easy to get to.
Right off the right side there. And
Pelishek, his first touch.
Yeah, and Connor Dickrell with the nice tackle for Freedom. Ball will be placed at the 14, so a gain of 1 yard.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Second and long for the Tigers. 10:30 and counting here in the first quarter. Thank you all for tuning in to tonight's USA Today Network Wisconsin digital live stream. Brett, I know we plan on doing a couple more playoff games, right?
That's the plan.
Look at the patience there, Brett. Look at the patience.
He's in 9 yards. Wow.
Picking his way.
Yep.
Number 27.
For Pelishek to have that patience, Brett, that just shows his trust that he has in his offensive line to get the job done, Brett, that they're going to hold their blocks, and he's able to pick his way off that right side, find that open green, go in for the score.
Yeah, and not pressing the issue. I think you're exactly right on that, Ricardo, and good patience, like you said, not getting a little flustered when maybe that first or second hole wasn't open. Good job by Pelishek bouncing it outside, 9-yard run, and we'll see if the PAT can sail through. That looks like it's good. That's number 33, Michael Bunton with the kick, and just like that, 7-0 lead for the Tigers.
Try to update my Twitter account, Brett. You can follow me at PC Ricardo. You can follow Brett at PC Brettsy and Rosie at Metal Rosie.
And you got to think Jack Van Zeelen, Ricardo. What was that, 65-yard kickoff return to open the game, setting the Tigers up at the 25-yard line. So a 25-yard drive, and just like that, not even 2 minutes into the game, and the Tigers with the early score. Austin Balk, number 3, number 16, A.J. Opperman back to receive the kickoff for the Irish. So we'll see how Freedom responds.
And Freedom is going to be helped immensely by having Verhassel back. Brett.
One of your Elite 11s.
One of my Elite 11. He had a heck of a start for the season, Brett. I think he scored 4 or 5 touchdowns in consecutive games.
Looks like that's going to be Opperman picking it up at the 5. Let's see if he can provide a spark on special teams. He's got a big run on the far side, but there's a flag.
There is.
2 flags.
Yes.
So that's going to be coming back. You can see, looks like
wait, that might be on the Irish. I'm looking at
Reese Mantufel talking to the official. I'm not sure what that conversation's all about, but we'll see. And they're going to bring it back, Ricardo. It's blocked in the back, coming back for the Irish. Costly penalty there. Boy, Opperman showing his wheels on the far sideline. But all for naught on the block in the back call.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
So that's going to mark the ball. Looks like Ricardo.
23?
23-yard line looks to be right. 1st and 10 for the Irish. And looking for Verhassel out there. I don't see him right now as Jackson Higgins going to fire right there. It's number 14, Connor Dickrell. I know he's been kind of banged up too, right?
Mm-hmm. Hamstring problems with him.
Yeah, so some injuries that the Irish have been having to battle through, but a nice little easy pitch and catch from Higgins to Dickrell, spots it at the 31-yard line. 8-yard pickup.
2nd and short for Freedom, and Higgins again, just a really multi-purpose quarterback, Brett, but will throw the pick. Higgins. I'm sorry, Mantufel.
Mantufel on the carry.
Yeah, I see Verhassel. He's in uniform. I see him on the sidelines, number 6, but not in yet on this drive. So it'll be interesting to see if he's back, limited.
Ball placed just beyond the 35-yard line for the Irish. They have 3 receivers far side.
Little play action, nice little play. That's Higgins to Quinn Taggy.
He's a big target, Brett. Takes it out to the 44.
Yeah, Taggy, 6'3", 202-pound tight end, also a defensive end. He's a load, and he's going to make his presence known as well. So nice little start on this drive, a little rhythm, kind of quick to the line of scrimmage. Good pace for the Irish so far. There's a handoff to Mantufel coming around left side. Big hole. And really nice job blocking on that left side, and you got to like the running from Mantufel. Ricardo, we're running hard, kind of full steam ahead.
Yeah, 10-yard gain.
Yeah, in Wrightstown territory.
2 carries and 15 yards right away for Mantufel, Brett. 1st down and 10 situation for Freedom. Good-looking drive, Brett, coming off that penalty.
Mantufel again looking. Oh, nice little stutter move to get to the outside. Looked like he was going to be stopped in the hole, but bounces it to the left and picks up a few yards.
Looks like it's going to be at the 42. He picks up 4 yards, Brett.
7-0, Wrightstown with the lead. The 9-yard run by Jared Pelishek. And this is Freedom's first look offensively tonight and doing a good job. Boy, nice little swing pass. Is that Opperman far side, and he's got some wheels. Again, look at him go down. And again, Ricardo looks very decisive right now with what he wants to do with the football in the passing game for sure. He's not wasting any time, getting it out quickly. And a great-looking drive for Freedom here, trying to answer that Wrightstown touchdown. They're going to mark it at the 24.
So 18-yard pickup, Brett, on that pass play.
Higgins again swinging it, Mantufel, and they're just getting their guys in space, and I think he's into the. Oh, nice cutback, still on his feet inside, about at the 10-yard line.
You know, Brett, I think Reese, if he would have just went straight,
I thought he had it in, yeah. I think they'll inside the 10. They're going to mark it officially at the 9. But again, they're getting the ball in the hands of the playmakers in space and letting those guys do some work.
14-yard pickup, Brett, and I think it's safe to say Higgins is hot.
Yeah. Mantufel, boy, running hard around that left side. Yep.
Klister, he really shot through there, Brett, avoided the block and able to bring down the runner.
So 2nd and goal coming up. Let's see where they're going to mark this one. Looks like a 1-yard pickup at the 8.
And a 1. 2nd and goal from the 8.
Higgins. Ooh, nice hands by Mantufel. Higgins got that out fast. I don't know if Mantufel was quite ready for it, but he snared it. So 3rd and goal coming up. And ball's going to be, where are they going to mark this?
The 6.
3rd and goal from the 6.
Yeah, 6-yard line. And here's an interesting, we'll see what happens on this play. Is this 4-down territory for Frank Matee and the Irish, especially with your kicker out?
You heard the Wrightstown fans saying to look out for Tagey.
Yep, Higgins looking and overshot.
I see what they were going. They were trying to do a little slant, Brett.
To Opperman.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Well, I have to think the Irish are going to go for it.
I think because Holfacker is their kicker, and according to his Facebook page, he's done for the season.
Did you say what the issue is? Or?
No. I'll see if I can look that up again.
Here it comes. From the 6 for the Irish. I think in normal circumstances, if Holfacker's available, they're going to kick the field goal. He's got a good leg. Higgins looking, little pump fake. He's on the run, getting chased down hard. Throws it. Incomplete, and I think that was number 56. Austin Colts, Ricardo, the senior defensive lineman, providing the pressure, making Higgins uncomfortable, and credit the Tigers with the stop.
Brett, that's great defense by Wrightstown. They're holding, in terms of for a long time, because Higgins was really able to give himself some more time rolling around. Good job by the Tigers, though he did roll to the left side, which effectively shuts down half the field. Wrightstown takes over 1st down and 10 at their own 6.
And if you're Freedom, how deflating. You're looking good 1st and goal at the 9, and you're thinking you're right. You got a hot quarterback. He's spreading it around, but now here's the trick if you're that Freedom defense. Wrightstown's going to run, and here's an opportunity for the Tigers to just control the clock and slowly march down the field. Ooh, nice little run by Pelishek, but good tackle. I think that might have been number 11 on the tackle. Was that Jackson Higgins? So there's your quarterback doing some good stuff at linebacker for the Irish.
Minimal gain for Pelishek. 3 carries, 16 yards for him so far this game. 14-yard touchdown, the only score so far. Klister back to pass, Brett. Has a guy open.
Look at this. Oh!
Dropped it.
That ball was right there.
Van
Jack
Zielen.
Van Zielen, he did. He had a step or two on the defender just off his fingertips.
For all intents and purposes, he roasted his defensive back there, Brett. But, oh, boy. Sometimes those wide open ones are the hardest ones to catch.
Something noticing here, too, Matthew Hansen, the normal quarterback. I haven't seen him in.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Oh, he just went in now.
Okay.
Yep, there he is. Number 10 going to take this snap. But how about Klister showing off his arm?
Yeah, Klister, that was a nice pass.
Yeah, that was right there. So there's Hansen. He's going to swing it. And Pelishek and nothing doing. So good job by that Freedom defense. 3 and out. Hey, I got a tweet. I wish I could pronounce who it's from because it's some sort of a foreign language. I don't know what that is, but he
looks like it's Mandarin.
I don't read Mandarin.
No.
Saying the old Olympian Conference was Brilliant, Hilbert, Reedsville, Wrightstown, Valors, Mishicot, and Denmark. I think we did. We didn't mention Hilbert. Forgot about the Wolves. Yeah, that was a good league.
Brad, they didn't teach you how to speak or write Mandarin in Stevens Point?
No.
Okay.
I barely learned English.
Look out.
Punt. Yeah, Bunton gets the punt. Yeah, how do you like tag it? 6'3" coming at you with that length, but good field position for the Irish. So, boy, credit the Freedom defense keeping field position in their favor. Ball's going to be at the 35-yard line. Yeah, but think about that. That league, Brillion, Hilbert, Reedsville, Wrightstown, Valders, Michigan, and Denmark. That's a nice conference.
That is a nice small school conference.
Yep. A lot of good history in that league. I got some lineage in Valders. My father, a graduate many, many years ago.
The Vikings.
Valders Vikings, yep.
It's not Valders.
No, like you always say.
I always say Valders.
My grandparents used to run a dairy farm right outside of Valders as Manteuffel. I like coming to these. It's fun to go into Brillion. It's fun going to Hilbert. It's fun coming here.
Did you, when you were a kid, did your grandfather still own it? Did you go over there and help out on the farm a little bit?
Oh yeah, yep.
Milk the bulls?
No, they never had me do that. But I remember stacking, working, and I say that loosely, in baling hay one time.
Yeah, I'm sure you really helped out.
Yeah, I think I got in the way more than anything, but that was fun. I think I spent a week on the farm there. Higgins looking over the middle. Nope, nothing there. Third down coming up. Reedsville. I mean, all those towns. They're just good communities.
Yeah, Reedsville's pretty good this year, actually. They ended up beating Hilbert, I know. That was a Big East matchup this year.
Yeah, anytime you drive into Reedsville from Highway 10, either side, they've got the old state champions, 1946 boys basketball. Hoosiers before they were Hoosiers, right? Remember doing a story on that back in celebrating the 60th anniversary of that team. Roman Buster Kugel was my contact. Higgins swinging it. Oh, wide open.
Dickrell, but there's a flag, Brett.
Okay. Well, good leaping grab by Dickrell, and I think the penalty is going to bring it back. Was that illegal shift?
Illegal shift on Freedom.
That official's flag was very elongated, Brett. Took forever to go down to the ground. It's like one of those, remember those old parachute Army guys?
Yeah, right.
That's what, it reminded me of one of those things. Took forever to hit the ground.
That's what I would used to play with when I would go visit the farm. They had the old Army guys. I'm sure folks watching online loving the commentary tonight. What else can I tell you about my childhood?
I'll tell you this, Brett. It explains a lot. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down and 13.
Yeah, costly penalties. You know, negating that big kickoff return by Opperman, the block in the back, and now taking away a 1st down catch by Dickrell, the illegal shift. So 3rd down coming up for the Irish. Let's see if Higgins can find somebody downfield.
He does.
Good grab.
4 down territory, though, Brett.
That was Opperman, and credit number 20, Riley Like, with the tackle.
Higgins did a good job of staying in the pocket, Brett, stepping up and hitting the receiver.
It seemed a little bit chaotic around him, but staying calm. But, hey, Jackson Higgins, you know, a senior quarterback. He's been there, done that.
Ball's at the 27-yard line, Brett. 3:30 left here in the first quarter. Freedom down by a score, but 4th and 2 situation for the offense.
Yeah, and again, look at number 80, Quinn Taggy, your tight end, left side. Let's see if Higgins going to go right, and let's see if he gets it. And no! What a stop by Clister!
They did not weren't fooled at all, Brett. Higgins, boy, oh boy. Work cut off for him trying to get the short 2 yards spread off the right side, but the Tigers' defense really flowed well.
Well, it looked like, there's some good pressure that forced Higgins out fast, but I thought he was going to get around the end, but then Clister, number 9, good tackle, and brought him down a yard shy, so
Higgins,
turnover on downs.
Higgins took it to the 26, Brett, so they were short by a yard. 1st down and 10, that's where the Tigers take over. 3:16 left. Ooh, Clister putting his shoulder down.
Quincy Clister on the carry.
Ball's at the 33, it looks like.
Boy, a beautiful night for football, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Unbelievable weather right now.
6-yard gain.
Let's hope we can maintain this all the way through spring. What do you think?
Hey, I'm down for that. Let's hope you didn't jinx it there, my friend.
No. I'm always good at Mother Nature, so I think she's going to hopefully give us a good treat here, and trying to see who has that up the middle. I think that is number 34, so that'd be Logan Kale's first touch of the night. And 3rd and
2.
3rd and 2 coming up for the Tigers.
3rd and 2 for the Tigers.
Logan Kale, one of the leading rushers in the NEC, Brett.
They all must be. I'll have to go through the Tigers game-by-game rushing totals. It's very impressive, let's just put it that way. And we talked about it when we saw their game against the Mustangs, and I think that's going to be a first down. Let's see where they spot it. It's going to be close.
Perhaps with a nice tackle
Yeah.
for the Irish.
Pelishik with the carry, and I think,
Tackle by Verhassel.
see where they put the down marker. They're going to measure. That gives me a chance to go through Wrightstown's rushing totals this year in their games. Rushing attack, Denmark, 311 yards. Luxembourg Casco, 456.
Wow.
Little Chute, 175. FBL, 401. Marinette, 439. And then Kakana, 146. I mean, that's crazy.
Your down box is Keith Verbaten, and your local legend clip man would be Mr. Sir William Verbaten.
It's a first down.
First down.
That'll move the sticks. Fresh set of downs coming for the Tigers, and they make it no secret, Ricardo, what they're going to do. But it's tough to stop. They got a big offensive line and some horses in the backfield, and see if you can stop it. They execute, block well, pick their holes well. You got 3 guys back there, and I think, what are we going to get here? A false start.
Yeah, first down and 10 at the 36, but you're right, Brett. That's going to take it back 5 yards. Taking up a 1st and 15.
I think Freedom flinched a little at the line, maybe trying to anticipate that snap, which got the offensive lineman to move. I didn't see who was called for the false start, but 1st and 15 now for the Tigers as the clock continues to run here. Quick first quarter. You got Klister, Kale, and Pelishik lined up behind Hansen. Whoa,
Oh, another.
that might be on
Yeah, it is
neutral zone
encroachment.
infraction, yeah.
That's on Higgins, I think. Just got a little over anxious.
So those 5 yards coming right back.
Yeah.
We'll just try it again, 1st and 10.
First down and 10 at the 36.
Klister has it, looking around. Oh boy, just lowers his shoulder and pushes some defenders.
Carry by Klister.
That might have been number 14, Connor Dickrell, also a DB, doing his best just to wrap up Klister's legs and try to trip him up. Wait for his, wait for some guys to help him out then as he's holding on to Klister. Quincy Klister, 6 feet, 215 pounds.
3, 2nd and 7.
Ooh, good
Pelishik.
blocking, wow.
Yeah, kind of a long developing play, but Pelishik again showing good patience.
Yeah, just it looked like there were a couple Freedom defenders, but then just got blocked out of the way, pushed out, and a nice little run by Pelishik. And wondering, Ricardo, will that be the final play of the quarter? Looks like, yep. I think Wrightstown's going to let the clock run out here, and that's how the first quarter is going to come to an end.
Bring up a 3rd and 3 situation on in the start of the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
So 7-0, Wrightstown with the lead on the 9-yard touchdown run by Jared Pelishik. Again, that was set up by the 65-yard kickoff return. Number 1, Jack Van Zeelen, put the ball at the 25-yard line. That touchdown was scored with 10:09 still to play in the first quarter. Hey, be sure to give Ricardo a follow. He's busy updating his all the scores and the stats and all that good stuff on his Twitter account at PC Ricardo. And, you know, I wouldn't mind a follow, too. If you guys want to follow me, I'm at PC Brett C. Just tweeted out our Monday's guest on Clubhouse Live with Alan Lazard. Chandon Sullivan's going to join us. Virtual show this season, of course, with everything that's going on. But that's Monday at 6:30, live online, and so many different options. Postcrescent.com, GreenBayPressGazette.com, ClubhouseLive.com, all of our Facebook pages, and we also have the USA Today Network Wisconsin YouTube channel. But 6:30, Alan Lazard, the Lizard, That's our weekly Green Bay Packers show, already in our 12th season. We're closing in on 300 shows.
Great.
Not too far away. We won't get it this year, but next year, and let's hope next year we're back at the clubhouse in downtown Appleton doing it live.
Brett, by the way, Wrightstown up 14-0 over Seymour.
Who's that? Not Wrightstown.
Xavier, I'm sorry.
Xavier?
Xavier up 14-0 over Seymour.
Okay. Third down coming up. Klister has it, and he's got the first down. Good run. Still on his feet in Freedom territory. Gets past the 50-yard line. Klister's he's just no nonsense. He's going to lower that shoulder, and he's going to push as many people out of the way until they finally bring him down. Ball's going to be spotted at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, Brett, nearly a 10-yard gain for Klister. Is having a nice first half.
Handoff, Klister again. Whoa, nice. Good vision, finds a little hole. Good blocking, just enough for Klister to slither his way through, and he's down to the 39.
9-yard gain.
So 9-yard pickup for Klister. 2nd and 1 coming up, and Tigers on the move again.
Quickly up to the line of scrimmage, but I like this tempo by the Tigers.
Yeah, quick snap, and Klister, he's kind of the hot running back right now. He's down to the 35.
Carried by Klister. Tackle by Dickrose, help from Verhassel. Klister down to the 35.
So Ricardo Verhassel is out there defensively for the
I do
Irish.
see them, yeah.
And wondering if Frank Mattia, the head coach, how long till maybe he wants to get him some touches offensively. There's Pelishek. And a good job by that Freedom defense to close it up. I think that was number 14. Connor Dickrell maybe there to fill the hole. And then I didn't see him. Might have been 57. Is that Tommy Naze?
Help from Nazi.
Nazi, I'm sorry. Tommy Nazi. 2nd down. No gain on that one, Ricardo. Ball at 35.
2nd and 10.
Ooh. Yeah, it's Taggy and number 26, Benjamin Bartosik. Bringing down number 28, Jacob Van Zielen, his first touch of the night, a junior.
Loss of 2, Brett, on that play. Third and long for the Tigers.
Well, we'll see. Is this where Hansen's going to air it out?
That's going to be movement along the offensive line by Wrightstown. False start.
3rd and 17 now coming up for the Tigers.
5-yard penalty, making it 3rd and 17.
Third down, 17 coming up for Wrightstown. Hansen waiting for the snap. He's got it. He's got some time, and he's going to look downfield. Airs it out, and it's intercepted. That's Verhassel from the 20. Still on his feet. If he gets around the end, watch out. Big return. Now there's a flag down here. And we'll see what this is all about. But great return on the interception. Picked it off at about the 20-yard line. And they have it marked about the 24, it looks like. And it's coming back, Ricardo.
Right, but I think the interception should stand, right?
The
that was on the
interception
return.
will stand. It was on the return, but there's some big plays that have been coming back because of penalties.
Yeah, but Brett, you see the playmaking ability of Verhassel.
Looks like a personal foul on Freedom.
That's going to take it back inside the 30.
In a game that you know is going to be tight. Those are just killer penalties. I mean, they had that ball at the Wrightstown 24 when Verhassel was finally brought down. Now the ball is going to be spotted at the Freedom 29. Frank Mattia on the other side of the field, the head coach for Freedom, cannot be happy about that. Got to clean up the flags.
So we'll see if Freedom can take advantage of the INT.
Higgins hands off. That's Mantufel, and a good tackle.
Mantufel on the carry for Freedom.
Try to get a number on, that was Jacob Van Zeelen.
Tackle by Jacob Van Zeelen. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Two receivers near side for the Irish, and the toss to Mantufel.
Looking for the block. Ooh, good cut, boy. There's some hard hitting down there. That was number 44, finally bringing down Mantufel, Sam Hayes. 6'3" defensive back. How do you like that for some size, 205 pounds?
This is just good Division IV football here, Brett. You're looking at two top teams in Division IV right here.
This is always a fun league.
It is.
Whether it's the Old Valley 8 or the Eastern Valley or now the Northeastern Conference, always
it's always
fun.
a slugfest with these guys and the Mustangs of Little Shoe.
You throw an FVL in there.
FVL
and
has been playing well.
Yep. Higgins 2-2. Oh, wow! Hayes with the hit on Taggy.
How did Taggy hold on to that?
I don't know. He got the first down, but yeah, impressive that he held on to the ball.
Wow, he got smoked on that one, but my goodness. Now, Taggy's a big kid, Brett, but still.
Oh, I mean, that's 6'3" against 6'3". Both similar size. Higgins going to swing it over. That's number 21 on the reception, Dylan Boogie. You know Sam Hayes' dad, of course, Corey Hayes.
Yes.
Who's on an assistant coach here in football, but the head boys basketball coach. You know, Corey's thinking about that basketball season coming up, saying, take it easy now. Don't want to ruin that shooting hand.
We need ya. The Wrightstown Tigers basketball team boys made it to the sectional level last year.
Yeah, they were looking good, weren't they?
Yeah. Oh, that was a dangerous pass.
Watch out. On the run, that's number 14, Connor Dickrell, and he's finally pushed out of bounds. Boy, good wheels there.
Pelishek did a good job, Brad, of preventing that touchdown. But
near interception, too, on that swing pass to Dickrell, but just got to his wide out and let Connor Dickrell do the rest. And good drive here by the Irish.
Kind of reminded me of that Rogers pass out. Was that Devontae Adams yesterday? Where I'm like, oh, my goodness, how the margin for error, very small, Brett.
Yeah. By the way, Clubhouse Live, as I mentioned with Alan Lazard, I co-hosted by Ricardo. He's a Bear fan. He's a part of the show, too, and we're going to make fun of him after the Bears lose to the Titans.
Oh, you never know. Bears are fielding JV squad with the offensive line. A bunch of guys missing. It's like what we saw against 49ers and the Packers.
Mantufel on the carry. And
look at this.
Boy, just gets that full steam ahead. Some injuries for the Bears? Or some COVID
Let's just
issues?
say they have one, both actually. So they're starting basically one guy, one starter now, and it's they're down to third string right tackle, third string center.
1st and 10 for the Irish, ball to 15. That's the story of the NFL, is how do you manage the COVID on top of everything else. And you can look at the 49ers last night. They were just decimated to begin with. Then they lose a couple guys to COVID on top of that. That's tough.
Guys you never heard of in the game there.
Yeah. But everybody's playing by it. Is Higgins looking for a wall of blockers, cuts it almost to the goal line inside the 5.
Well, Brett, not just that. You see it trickle down to college football and at the high school level as well.
You just got to –
everybody's
dealing with it right now.
Absolutely.
So ball will say –
It's a first down, goal to goal from the 4.
Yes, it is. Yep.
First and goal just inside the 5.
See the play being called in. But, yeah, Brett, that's for Hasselt. Boy, you miss having him on offense, too, the big game-breaking ability that he brings. You saw that on the interception return as Manteufel's going in close to the end zone.
He's at the 1.
Carried by Manteufel. Brent Easter and Like on the kick, tackle.
2nd and goal from the 1. Guessing number 42 is going to get this, Ricardo. Is Higgins?
Think
No, Higgins
again.
gonna no, I think he
Look
was
at
stood
Manteuffel.
up, and there's a flag on top of that.
Now, does that have anything to do with him getting helped into the end zone, Brett?
Well, we'll see what the official calls, but could be
Oh,
a big
if-
flag
if-
here.
Yeah, if it's a holding call.
Tigers led by Brent Easter. Help from Hella.
I'm going to say,
Illegal motion on Freedom.
yeah, false start. It must be, yeah, they let the play go, so illegal motion. And what does Wrightstown want to do?
Oh, you got to take the yards, I think.
Yeah, they're going to back him. I see Coach Clister down there, Steve Clister, pointing to his left, going to move Freedom back to the 6, 2nd and goal.
Potentially a big penalty for the Irish.
Another one, right? Although I think Higgins was stood up. He wasn't going to get in, but still, you'd prefer to be at the goal line versus backing up 5 yards. So let's see what the Irish do. They're going to give it. Well, I thought Higgins was going to get it out quickly. He's on the run, finding
dangerous.
somebody, and they're going to say incomplete.
yeah.
Heck of a catch, though. That was Austin Balk showing some good hands near the corner. Just couldn't keep himself in bounds. Pretty good dart, too.
A lot of good seniors for these for both these teams.
Well, I was just looking at the Wrightstown with their 3-pronged backfield of Clister, Kale, and Pelishek, all seniors.
Mm-hmm. So now you see where that penalty has affected them, but now it's 3rd and 6.
Yep. Makes things a little different, a little bit more difficult. Higgins waiting for it. And he's going to swing. Oh, he was looking left. I think he's looking for Taggy. And, oh,
Is it
good.
picked off?
No.
Oh, Hayes knocked
Hayes
it
did
down.
a great job. He read that the entire way. Stayed with Taggy. Higgins put it up for grabs. But, again, that's 6'3 against 6'3. So Taggy used to having that size mismatch, but doesn't have it tonight when Hayes is doing a good job, number 44.
So who's the new kicker now for Freedom?
It's number
It's Boogie.
23.
I know.
Owen Van Camp.
Now watch out because Verhasselt is the one who is.
He's the holder,
Yeah.
So that'd be a 22-yarder. And the kick
It is good, okay.
Call it 22 yards.
Yeah.
Goal is good. Who scored? Wrightstown 7, Freedom 3. The safety of our athletes is a top priority. County Rescue Services stand by.
Got to give credit to the Wrightstown defense, Brett. So on both times, potential touchdowns for the Irish. Tigers able to hold them. So two drives.
Penalties again.
Exactly, but I also think it was good Tigers defense.
Yeah.
3 points. 3 points to show for those two drives right by the end zone.
But too many penalties if you're Freedom. Now, they still got points after Dickrell. That reception was brought back. But got to clean that up. And again, a game that figures to be close throughout. Here's the kickoff from the 20. I think that was number 20. Who was that? Number 28? Jacob Van Zeeland. So they'll mark it at the 30-yard line. And a chance for this Wrightstown offense, Ricardo, has looked pretty good to really milk these last 4 minutes and 48 seconds and put some points on the board. They'll actually mark it at the 31-yard line. So a big spot here, big spot for this Freedom defense. See if they can get back on the field. Or get their offense, I should say, back on the field. But you know Wrightstown thinking another touchdown would be nice to take that into halftime. Clister, direct snap, keeps it. Boy, just kind of hurdling a whole bunch of guys, and they're going to mark it at the 35-yard line. 4-yard gain to start this drive.
See if I can bring some other scores, BC. Again, final week of the regular season here in Wisconsin.
What did we determine? We normally, week 3 of the playoffs
State
right now?
quarterfinal level. What beautiful weather this would be, huh?
Oh. Pelishek. Whoa, nothing.
Look out.
Ooh, wow. Just a whole bunch of Freedom defenders blowing that play up. So big third down coming up for both sides. Yeah, you think the weather, even back to the spring, when the spring, all the spring sports were canceled, and track was beautiful weather and lacrosse that weekend.
Yeah.
One of the few times. What was Mother Nature doing to us right now?
Yeah, Mike Sherry and I were back in the office. We were talking about that. The one time it's great weather. And the same thing for cross country.
Yeah.
This was a great weather for state cross country. Usually we'd be able to cover it all at Wisconsin Rapids.
Yeah, and now you get, usually it's pretty chilly this time of year, and Clister looking for something, and he's going to be stopped short. So how about that Freedom defense, Ricardo? Huge 3 and out for the Irish.
Yeah, ball's going to be placed at about the 37. Just short of the 38. So 5-yard gain for Clister, but brings up 4th and 3.
4th and 3 for the Tigers.
Here's our photojournalist down there. We'll have to give him some love here. Dan Powers working hard, running up and down the track. He's going to put in a couple 100s here, back and forth, isn't he? See what kind of speed he has. There's the punt. Austin Balk. Whoa, great punt. Look at that. Talk about flipping field position. Balk finally picks it up at the 10.
Well, looks like a block
yeah,
in the back.
And that's coming back on top of that. What a punt by, that was number 33, Michael Bunton, the junior.
Carter Krewalt with the penalty, Brett. Looks like the block in the back.
Yeah, I see Clint Krewalt, now an assistant on the Freedom staff. Ricardo, former head coach, did a great job of really building that program.
Super Bowl
up.
champ
Yes,
from
and
Shiocton.
proud UW Stevens Point alum. Thank you.
Great NFL career for Clint Krewalt.
Yep.
And, was it with the Steelers he won that?
Yeah, also played for the Lions, I believe, and did a great job of elevating that Freedom program, and now Frank Batia doing a good job of his own and maintaining it.
Ball will be placed all the way back at the 12, Brett. 2:40 left in the first half. Irish down 7-3. They've done a good job on offense, Brett, just have not been able to finish off these drives with touchdowns.
But again, penalties. Really making it tough for themselves. So Higgins going to swing it over. That's number 21, Dylan Boogie, with the reception. And again, clock running. Both teams, 3 timeouts remaining. Boy, Hayes, number 44, all over the field defensively tonight.
So first down. Ball's going to be placed at the 29. 24, I should say. 12-yard gain.
Higgins fakes the handoff, 2-man, 2-full. Going to go deep downfield, and I think that's intercepted. And that's Hayes again, playing center field, Ricardo.
Brett, I mean, he playing center field there and really doing a good job of looking that into his breadbasket.
Yeah.
Brett. That was pretty much right to him.
Watching what's going on in front of him, but kind of reading the quarterback's eyes at the same time. And Hayes, huge interception near midfield. Ball to be the 48-yard line, and with 3 timeouts remaining, 3 timeouts to use and 2:16 remaining. A great situation coming up for the Tigers. Pelishek waiting to take the direct snap. Nope, that's Clister. I'm sorry. Clister has it. Oof. Just trying to spin his way around, still on his feet. They're trying to push him forward, and finally the official blows the whistle. Good job at number 17, Jamison Rudy, the junior linebacker, getting his arms around Clister. Not easy to do. Ball is, we'll call it, I guess, officially at the 48. past the 49, so in Freedom territory. Klister hands off to Pelishek, bouncing around, trying to get around. Whoa, watch out, fumble.
I think Wrightstown was able to
wow.
hang on to the ball somehow.
Yeah, was he trying to lateral that?
Possibly. Is that what happened?
It didn't look like anybody really punched it out. I'd have to go back and watch that later tonight on the replay. Risky move
a little
there
bit
in midfield, but, you know.
Hey, it's for the NEC title.
He's trying to make something happen.
Throw caution to the wind.
3rd and 7, ball at the 49-yard line. Big play coming up. Klister going to swing it, and, off target there for Jack Van Zeelen.
Yeah, that was
coming in on a slant again.
One of the run pass option, but he faked the handoff, holding as long as he can, wait for that route to develop just a little bit, and timing was just off there.
Tell you what, Freedom doing a good job slowing that running game of Wrightstown. Not a lot of running lanes for the Tigers, so clock stops on the incompletion, and let's see if Bunton can boom another one here. You see the return man for Freedom back there quite a bit. Watch out, run. He's gonna try to get rid of it. Does. And I think there's a flag. Heck of a job by Bunton. Look at that tackling by Wrightstown, but a heck of a job by the punter just to get rid of it. And running into the kicker's the call. Well, you can hear the Wrightstown folks in front of us. And the Freedom sideline kind of exasperated over there. So one coach with his arms out, and they're going to mark that ball. Wow. 46.3 seconds to go. Look at this, Ricardo. Ball at the 37.
Yeah, that's tough when you're defending that.
Well, and he's on the run.
He's on the run, and you'd think he could run for it. So last second he decides to kick it, but I guess in that instance then he becomes a kicker, and you can't run into him.
Well, I'd be kind of curious to hear the ruling. I don't know if Ken, our unofficial rules analyst, is watching tonight, but I was kind of thinking that too. If he was on the run, isn't he kind of fair game? Klister. Yeah, it was Mantufel getting in there and blowing that play up, and Wrightstown's going to burn a timeout.
Pressure applied by Mantufel, finished off by Van Camp. Go from Nazi. Timeout, Wrightstown. The Wrightstown parents and players want to acknowledge their coaches, trainers, activities directors.
Just can't get that running game going, and credit again to that Freedom defense. They're all over, and Mantufel, one of the guys that is having himself a good night as well. No surprise. Excellent two-way player for Freedom. He's 5'10". This doesn't make sense. I noticed this when we were doing the FPL game. 5'10", 150 pounds?
He might be, though. I mean, he's also
bigger than
he's
that.
also a wrestler. Those wrestlers know how to carry the weight.
I guess, but he certainly looks bigger and plays bigger than 150 pounds. I don't know. Number 42 out there. Good game. We knew it would be. Second and 12 for the Tigers as Hansen, he's got some time, going to swing it over, and good catch by Pelishek with Balk quickly on the tackle, clock running, and now Wrightstown will burn a second timeout.
Ball's going to be placed at the 31, so gain of 8.
Christopherson and Ricardo Arguello for the live stream of our game tonight on the post-press.
Brett, I just heard your name.
The USA Today Network. Thank you very much, fellas.
We appreciate it. I appreciate you getting my name right.
And pretty good job on mine.
Not bad.
I was actually.
I got to tell these guys that what is that person on Channel 5 called me Brett Christopherson?
That was
time?
Lily Zhao.
So he
Yes,
got it right.
she butchered your name.
Christopherson. I appreciate that.
Hey, I've heard my name be called Aguilera. I'm like, no relation to the singer.
They nailed it.
Yes, but good job. They do it all here at Wrightstown.
They do. We love coming here. We really do.
But Brett, 3rd down and 4 situation here with 28 seconds left. Wrightstown's in a good position here if they can be smart with what they're trying to run here in terms of a run.
Bunton's got a good leg as your kicker too, so try to get him in field position or field goal range. Looking at the flags blown from right to left, so a little bit of oomph he would have as well. Let's see what Hansen and the Tigers come up with after that timeout. He's going to watch out. Taggy was coming in. Nice job by Hansen stepping into just a little far.
Yeah.
But Hansen did a good job stepping up in the pocket. And 4th down coming up. I'm sure they're going to go for it with 22.9 seconds to play in this half.
Yeah, Brett went for it all there, and just let his guy Pelishuk just a little too much. But I mean, it's not like he stared him down or anything. He went through quickly his progressions and then knew where to go when he had to.
Hansen had to step up fast because Taggy was coming around the edge really fast as well. So good job by Hansen just to elude that initial pressure. And here's 4th down and 4 for the Tigers. Oh, nice little pop pass. Really well done. Great play call. Still on his feet. That's number 88, Hunter Bartosik. Wonder if he's if there's any relation to Freedom's Benjamin Bartosik. And
Brett, that was one of those pop passes. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff they used to run back when I was in high school, back in the early 90s.
Ball at the 10, and I think now that's Wrightstown's final timeout they're taking. So 17.3 seconds to go. Plenty of time to work the field a little bit, at least the sideline stuff. But now you're in great position just to even put 3 more points on the board. Great play call. Hunter Bartosik, a junior backer, 6 feet, 185 pounds. Look at Benjamin Bartosik for Freedom, senior. Not a real common name around here, so you wonder if they're relation.
Playing a little Greta Van Fleet. You like this group there, Rosie?
I'm telling you, he takes requests.
No, this is a good group. I like them. Obviously, people say they sound like Zeppelin, and they do. But this is a new band, all young kids, Brett.
Yeah, I never was a Zeppelin fan.
Oh,
sorry.
my goodness.
Sorry, I'm just not. 1st down here. And Hansen gonna
one-on-one
one looking for Hayes, and Balk was there. Oh, Hayes almost kind of played the role of defensive back, kind of knocking that away. I thought that might have been picked off.
I like the idea. You put it out there, let your guy go up and get it, but Balk up to the challenge, Brett. Brings up a 2nd down and 10.
Actually,
I believe they can get the first down.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. They're right against the goal line.
It's right. Yeah, you're right. It's right inside the 1.
But where the ball's spotted right now, just outside the 10. So, yeah, you can if you need it. Hansen is kind of surveying, looking at his left. Fires it over. Pelishuk.
Oh, incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it.
Now, I don't know if it was because of the hit from Verhassel.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Oh, but that was a nice pass. And Hansen really did a good job of waiting for that to develop. Pelishuk working his way free.
But Verhassel coming up with a great defensive play over the middle to pop it free. Verhassel doing some good things defensively, already with an interception. This is a good football game.
We're watching some good athletic plays here. These are just you're just watching good quality D4 football. These are 2 top teams in the division. As we see a field goal attempt here,
I think
BC.
that's 27 yards.
And it's Bunton?
Yes. From the right hash as well. Let's see if... Ooh, tough snap. That's going to be a tough kick, and got it!
Yeah.
A little trouble with the snap in the hole, but Bunton...
No. Being asked if we get to go into... What was that?
It's got to be weird how quiet it must be at those games, right?
Yeah.
We even have fans, and it's like just eerie, like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
Can you imagine what Packer games would be like with at least 80,000 people? Just how quiet it would be.
Yeah, I was talking to some of the folks up here in the press box, just how different it is, the atmosphere with no fans, talking about the NFL. It's been a few years since I've been able to get to, I've never covered one with no fans. But even coming here tonight, and normally a Freedom Wrightstown game, this place would be bananas. It would be just jam-packed, and it is so much more quiet. Rosie and I have talked about that too. Some of these games we've done earlier in the year in streaming, it's just weird. It's different. I don't know how to explain it. Kind of getting used to it, though. Kind of getting used to it watching the NFL games and with no fans in the stands. Button going to kind of squib it, and with 0.3 seconds to go, Freedom will have a chance.
Squib kick. 36, Tucker Brockman.
By the way, Xavier's up 21-7 over Seymour.
Dave Hinkins, the Xavier coach, winning career
150.
Yeah, career number 150. 20 years he's been there now.
Has it been? No.
It's
no,
it's
I
his
don't
20th,
think
at least
wow.
his 20th season. I know that. And Higgins will take a knee, and that's how the first half will come to a close. Talk about another coach who's done great work in building a program. Dave Hinkins and Xavier. 10-3, Wrightstown with the halftime lead. Again, this one will decide the Northeastern Conference Championship. Somehow, if the Tigers win this one, they are the outright champs. They would finish 6-0 in the league. If Freedom pulls it out, both Freedom and Wrightstown finish 5-1, and then the athletic directors huddle up.
Yep, the big huddle.
And figure out who gets awarded the conference title. Tigers eyeing their first championship, 2017. That was the last time Wrightstown won a football title. Freedom, the reigning NEC champs, winning it last year, and in between, Little Chute winning it. Actually, I think we streamed that game in 2018. We were here for the Wrightstown Little Chute game. That was a good one as well.
Always a great matchup between these two teams. Doesn't matter what the sport is, Brett.
No. Basketball, girls basketball. I mean, talk about powerhouses, Freedom and Wrightstown. My goodness. So, doesn't matter if it's boys basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball. Always, I think didn't Freedom girls win the NEC volleyball championship this year?
Field hockey.
Field hockey.
I think it was Fox Valley Lutheran this year, actually.
Oh, was it? Okay.
But yeah,
good league.
Great at a lot of sports.
And remember, this league initially was supposed to include 2 Michigan teams,
yes.
Kingsford and Menominee. So next year, all you Northeastern Conference fans get to drive across the border to watch your kids play sports. Not that it's that far of a drive. Marinette's part of the league, of course. We've talked about this. So if you're already in Marinette, you might as well go across the river.
To what's
Menominee.
Menominee.
The Maroons.
I think I mentioned this last week. I drove up to Munising for Painted Rock, a tour up there, right up in Superior, and drove through for the first time. I'd never been to Marinette and Menominee. So yeah, they're literally right across the bridge from Marinette. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's not. Once you're in Marinette, getting in Menominee is a piece of cake. But the Maroons, the Menominee Maroons, and by the way, I know a great place to eat if any of you NEC fans go up to Marinette.
Irish. Oh, I know. It's an Irish place, McDonald's.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
not McDonald's unless they're serving Shamrock Shakes in the spring. But I think it's called the Rail House, if I'm not mistaken. Right off the highway as you come into town, and have had some good fish fries there and some other stuff. So a good spot.
Brett, you seem to know all the good spots to eat.
Well, I'm used to the league. I've had my youngest was in this league. My oldest was in the Eastern Valley, which didn't include Menominee. Included Winneconne, Berlin, Ripon.
Berlin, did you go to the Fin and Feather?
Winneconne, yes.
Yes, that's that riverboat.
Yep, very good. Went there one time. Berlin, we had a Mexican ate at a Mexican restaurant downtown. That was excellent. So, Ripon had a great pizza place.
I don't know if I've been there.
Not too far from Ingalls Field. I always like those trips going down there too. It was fun.
I do like Ripon. For the longest time, that was the only turf field in the area down there.
Well, it's interesting. Where did I see had turf? Lamira I saw has
Lamira
turf.
has turf now.
Heel has turf.
Yes.
So you're wondering now, when will these schools in the Northeastern start getting their turf fields, right? When's Wrightstown going to get it? When's Little Chute going to get it? Xavier we talk about. I can't believe they don't have a turf field. Freedom.
We don't want to talk about the Freedom referendum.
Freedom definitely needs to enhance their facilities for sure. But
especially when they, especially when you come here to Wrightstown and you look at the nice.
You see their weight room.
And the wrestling rooms here is great. And then if you're Freedom, let's better not talk about this.
Well, I know that there are plenty of Freedom folks that are
critical of the Freedom community not supporting their athletes and student athletes, but
just academically as well. I mean, and they want it. A lot of them want it there, but definitely in need of at least the football area, and the track and stuff. Kind of rebuild that a little bit.
And the press box, huh?
The press box is a little bit small, but considering kind of what they're up against as far as facilities and comparing themselves to other schools, they do a heck of a job. So,
Brett, let's talk about the playoffs here for a second.
Yeah.
Because later tonight, at around Saturday, they're going. Now, look, I think it's 224 teams that are going to be in the place, but they already have less than that who've committed.
Okay.
So everyone's going to make the playoffs that's playing in the fall right now.
Okay.
So that means they're going to try to set up as much as possible 7 divisions with the 8 groupings or the pods of 8 each. I want to say it's 4 groupings of 8 each, so 32 teams for each division, Brett. And it's going to be interesting to see who is where. You think one team's in Division 1, one team's Division 2, but it all depends on how it all breaks down. The last division might not even have 32 teams, because there might not be 224 teams that want to play, because a lot of teams have opted out. I don't believe there's any from our area, immediate Fox Valley, that have opted out. But it's going to be curious to see where the pods are, because the pods are going to be matched up, by strength of schedule, that kind of thing. A little bit kind of district play-ish.
That's what you like.
I love the district play idea, but it's going to be district champions. And am I right? I mean, that's basically what you got to do.
Well, I guess what are you playing for? That's my big question. What
is
this?
District regional champions.
What do you get? Do you get a trophy? Or
firm handshake and a pat on the back, my friend.
Congratulations for getting through the season in a pandemic.
Yes. But it's the best thing I guess you could say is for the younger players, you get a couple more games.
Yeah, that's what it feels like to me.
You get to play late in the season.
Yep.
And you get to be together for that's something that I know. I always talk to Steve Jones about this. That was a big thing with the Kimberly Papermakers when they were winning those 70 games. Is that for 5 weeks they were together as a team, gaining that experience, gaining that football IQ on the field. Yeah, I mean you're right. That's more than half a season in addition to your regular season.
Well, that's what it does. It just feels like you're giving these kids now just 2 more games, so really playing a full regular season slate of 9 games. So I think that's the benefit more than winning a district championship, whatever you want to call it. But hey, that's fine. But our plan is to live stream somewhere next week. Maybe we'll be here again. Who knows? I don't know where we'll be.
Yep.
Hortonville could be. Our options, based on press box availability as it relates to protocols and guidelines in place, it makes it a little bit difficult to try to find some spots, but we'll make it work.
And what makes it even more fun is that even after our basketball season, we got spring football.
Yeah, spring football, that 20 team conference, but it really is kind of an overlap of the FVA, the Wisconsin Valley, and the Fox River Classic Conference. That's going to be fun to watch. Is that a 5-game season basically, just for these?
Yeah.
These teams, and that doesn't even include Menasha, that has a very interesting schedule, and then Green Bay Notre Dame, kind of a similar schedule. I think they each play some Racine teams.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I think, is it Racine or Kenosha? It's southeastern part of the state, though. They have to travel. But I'm actually excited about that now that you think. Now when I think about it, that in April I'll be watching high school football. I think I love that idea.
Well, Rosie brought up a good point. We were talking about that before the spring season. Like usually after basketball, then you kind of, at least our focus transitions also to the sports awards show. Start kind of getting.
Forget it now.
No, there will be really no downtime, which is fine. That's great. Keep it going. I just hope that Mother Nature plays nice. I just hope Mother Nature plays nice. More than the winter. I'm not a big winter guy, but I hate the early spring more than the winter. I do, because you're so close and you know that warm weather is on its way, and then you get those 20-degree days and an 8-inch snowstorm in late March. I mean,
Late March, more like mid-April.
Mid-April, we've had a couple of those too. Came back one time a few years ago from Arizona. Took a spring break vacation. Beautiful 80-degree weather all week. It's April, mind you. Come back and a week later, there's like a foot of snowstorm.
Yeah.
My wife's got a great picture of me with a snowblower, not looking too happy. That's a shock to the system after you've been used to 85-degree weather down in the Lake Havasu area.
By the way, real quick, Brett, I know I talked to you and Rosie about this past Monday. We're planning on having the R&B show back, right, Rosie? Plan on having that back next week. So a new episode of that as we kind of transition out of the fall season into the winter, kind of wrap up things and where things are in terms of the football playoffs. I'm sure we'll have lots to talk about. Hopefully, I'm not sure when we'll shoot that. Maybe we can shoot that a little bit earlier so we can get it out. Maybe by Thursday.
Maybe do it Tuesday.
Yeah, and then maybe we can get out Wednesday and Thursday. So
yeah,
but yeah, look for that to be back on again, and something to look forward to, I guess, as we figure out who we're gonna cover on next Friday, Brett.
Yeah, exactly. Just wait for the pairings, and I'll announce who we're going to be streaming earlier next week on my Twitter account @PCBrettC, @PCBRETTC. So give me a follow, and we'll kind of figure it out. As I said, maybe we're back here. I don't know. It could be Kaukauna, Hortonville. We've been at Little Chute. We've streamed games there. Wouldn't mind seeing Xavier again. But unfortunately, we can't get to Rocky Blyer Field. I love going there too, but their protocols in place, and understandably so, just make it too difficult for us to live stream a game at Rocky Blyer. So we'll figure it out.
Brett, interesting score here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kaukauna at the half, 10, Germantown 7.
That's down in Germantown too, isn't
Goals
it?
are for real.
Yeah.
That's a good team. Germantown's usually a power down there.
Yeah, Kaukauna having a heck of a season. Coach Binsfeld, who did some good stuff here at Wrightstown, now building a nice program at Kaukauna. By the way, I think DC Everest, and I forget who they're playing. They're using the Kaukauna football field.
They are. You're right.
It's Everest and
Brookfield East.
Is it? So
yes.
They just decided to meet in the middle. Yeah, we were just at Kaukauna last week.
Nice, beautiful stadium.
Beautiful facilities. Kaukauna beat Wrightstown 35-7 in that non-conference game. Gorgeous facility. Hey, as long as we're talking about things coming up again, I mentioned it first half, but our weekly Packers show, Clubhouse Live, that's Mondays at 6:30. Virtual this season, so you can watch it. We can't, unfortunately, do it in front of a live crowd. Obviously, I think people understand why. But Green Bay Packers wide receiver Alan Lazard is this season's co-host, and he's back. We gave him last week off because they had to get ready for that Thursday night game against the 49ers. That makes Mondays real difficult. So he's back, and his guest will be Packers cornerback Chandon Sullivan, and he has a pick 6 this season, Sullivan. So looking forward to talking some defense. It's the first time Alan's bringing a defensive player onto the show. Again, 6:30. You can watch it on clubhouselive.com, facebook.com/clubhouselive, facebook.com/Packers News. Just Google Clubhouse Live and you'll find it. It's pretty easy to catch. So looking forward to talking to the Lizard, as we call Alan Lazard.
Great guy.
Also, we're giving away at the end of the season
This looked cool, by the way. I saw it up close.
A signed, beautiful canvas print of Alan Lazard scoring a touchdown in Week 1 against the Vikings. He signed it. I'm trying to remember. Is it 20 by 26? Not huge, but not small either. It's a nice piece for somebody's man cave or she shed. I guess that's a thing now. I'm not sure what they call that, but you can do that. And we just started it last week. You have to watch the show, and we will display a keyword. And you have to collect all the keywords, have them correct, and that will make you eligible for a random drawing that we'll do on January 4th show. So check it out. I'm not going to give that away, and you got to watch the show to collect the keywords.
Yeah.
Or just go to clubhouselive.com and catch the replay of last week's show. That's the first week we did one of our keywords.
By the way, Brett, we have a final already on that DC Everest Brookfield East. Brookfield East beat DC Everest 35-0. So DC Everest had a nice fast start to the season, but ooh.
Yeah, the Hudson game, Muskego.
Yeah, Muskego did beat Hudson earlier today.
Handily.
Yeah. Muskego, without a doubt,
Yeah.
the #1 ranked team in the state, defending 2-time state champs.
Here's the question for you, Ricardo. Are they now the gold standard in Division One?
You can't tell right now.
This season's tough.
This season's tough. You don't know.
But back-to-back state champions with
They struggled with someone in the first week. I can't remember who. I don't know if it was Arrowhead or somebody took them.
Did they get all
to the
7
limit.
games in this year?
I thought they did.
So then
But
they
obviously they're led by Hunter Wohler,
yeah.
the UW recruit.
So they would have a 35-game winning streak. They're halfway to Kimberly's record mark.
By the way, Brett, we talked about Hunter Wohler playing for the Badgers. We have the Fond du Lac kid, Braylon Allen, playing for the Fond du Lac, or playing for UW, committing already. Heck of a backfield they're forming there. Then they got one of the top receivers in the nation, Marcus Allen. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
I want to say he's out of Jersey, somewhere out east. He committed to the Badgers.
Wow.
So nice recruit haul for Paul Chris.
Yeah. Coach Chris has done a great job of bringing in some big-time studs.
Marcus Allen, just under a 5-star recruit. I think he's a 4.5 or something. But a lot of big schools were after him. I know Ohio State was one of them, and Michigan. So he passed on both to go to the Badgers, Brett.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure when we're going to be able to see Badger football next.
Yeah.
Might be next season if things don't clear up really fast as far as the COVID issue that they're dealing with. Their game with Purdue this week has now been scrapped. That was coming off that great lopsided victory over Illinois. Got to see Graham Mertz in action, and then the last 2 weeks have been zapped thanks to COVID. And I say thanks very sarcastically. I think we're all worn out. But Muskego, well, what a program! What a thing he's got going down there. And back-to-back champions, beating Kimberly 2 years ago, Bayport last year.
Well, halfway to 70, Brett, but that's
a long way to go.
Long way to go. That's a couple more years, 3 more years of victories. So, wouldn't hold my breath on that one.
No, I don't think Steve Jones is too worried about that record falling. That's an incredible streak. So we'll see, though, and hopefully next year at this time we'll be kind of doing our usual thing and counting down the days where we get to go down to Camp Randall. And
well, we saw the game. Well, we saw both games where Kimberly's streak got broken by Fond du Lac, and then when they lost in the title game to Muskego. And I think you and I both agree that Kimberly team was a far cry from the championship teams. We knew there were definite weaknesses on that Kimberly team. That wasn't the dominating monster team from perhaps 2 years previous to that school that year.
And
so
still played Muskego tough.
They still lost by a couple points.
Wing T, and then Bayport gave them a little bit of a battle as well. Bayport finally making it to state for the first time, I believe, in program history last season. So, hey, give Muskego credit. I mean, they're at the top of the hill, and now teams are trying to knock them off. Let me run down the first half scoring before the second half gets underway. Not a whole lot out there. 1 touchdown and 2 field goals. The touchdown by Jared Pelishek, the Wrightstown senior, a 9-yard run. 10:09 remaining in the opening quarter. It was a quick drive, only a 25-yard drive, thanks to Jack Van Zeelen opening the game with a 65-yard kickoff return that set up the ball at the Freedom 25. And then a 22-yard field goal for the Irish by number 23 Owen Van Camp with 4:53 to play in the second half, made it 7-3. And then right at the end of the half, actually with 31 seconds remaining, number 33 Michael Bunton, a 27-yard field goal, and that's where we're at, 10-3 Wrightstown with the lead. I think halftime, if you're coach, I'll be Frank Mattia of the Freedom. Quit making mistakes, too many penalties.
I agree.
And you clean that up, and you'll be just fine. But if you're Wrightstown, what is Steve Klister telling his guys?
Hey, first off, kudos to the defense. You've been doing your job, coming up with big plays when needed. And for the offense, let's cut down on the mistakes too. They had the interception over here. Both coaches, I think, can tell their teams we need to play better. We need to clean things up a little bit. But this game is a one score game. We knew that coming in, Brett. We felt really good about both these teams being pretty much equals.
I figured it'd be a low-scoring defensive battle, too.
and you talked about cleaning up it's going to be which team doesn't make the critical error now, in my opinion. Freedom will get the ball to start the second half. I still would like to see Verhasselt on the offensive side of the ball, but they're being very careful with him. I can see why. Hamstrings, you don't want to mess with that, Brett.
I'm not even sure if I have hamstrings anymore.
Oh, come on. You bike all that time. You know you do.
Put a nice 18-mile ride in today. Beautiful weather. All the way in downtown Appleton. So many nice trails around there. Get into the old industrial flats and along the Fox River. Good stuff. Probably try to take a few more before the weather becomes more seasonal. Yep, second half just about ready to start. Austin Balk back to receive. Also number 16, A.J. Opperman. And that's going to bounce towards Balk. And, boy, he's got to
pick it up.
Yeah, he sort of waited a little too long, but was able to pounce on it quickly. That was number 39, I think, for the Tigers, coming in fast. Carter Peterson, the junior.
Carter Peterson on the coverage.
And they'll mark it at the 25.
First down, Freedom. Ball on their own 25-yard line.
Higgins waiting for it at quarterback. Mantufel next to him. He's going to toss it right to Mantufel. Number 42 has been running hard for the Irish tonight.
Mantufel on the carry. Tackled by Mitchell Light.
Mantufel's going to take it past the 25. We're going to mark it over at near the 28.
Mentioned last season's Freedom Squad, the NEC champions. They advanced to the Division IV state quarterfinals where it fell to, guess who? Wrightstown, 20-19. That was the Irish's only setback on a season in which they finished 11-1. Talk a little bit more about that game. It's the last time these two teams played each other. As Mantufel now has it, looking for some running room. He's got, well, he'll be a little bit shy, about a yard shy of the first down. Ricardo, I don't know if you remember that one. Freedom scored late in the game with under 30 seconds remaining, then attempted a two-point conversion. But Wrightstown defensive back Mason DeClean forced an incompletion, and the Tigers held on for the victory.
Wow. Well, that's indicative of these two teams, Brett.
Yeah, always
close,
battles.
tightly contested, yeah.
Third down coming up. Mantufel just got it. He was able to just spin his way out of Quincy Clister's attempted tackle.
Yeah, and Clister kind of like banged his hands together, Brett, saying, I had him.
That's two good athletes going at it.
First down, Freedom. Ball on their own 36.
Irish playoff participant in every season since 2011. Frank Mattia, this is his fourth season there. He's got a 32-10 record with the Irish, but his first team, that 2017 squad, Ricardo, advanced to the D4 state semifinals, where was turned back by St. Croix Central, Oisel's middle border
there
team.
You go.
42-21. The Irish nipped Wrightstown 14-13 in the state quarterfinal that year.
Nice jet sweep here, Brett.
Yeah, I think that was Opperman.
It was.
And number 53, Carson Fabian with the tackle, the senior defensive end.
Takes it past the 37. They'll mark it in between.
Wrightstown, by the way, WIA playoff participant every season since 1995. How about that?
25 years?
Freedom every year since 2011, but Tigers reached the D4 state semifinals last year and won a D4 titles in 2011 and 06, and also a D5 championship in 1998.
I saw both of those, the two latter ones.
You can always see the championship signs as you roll into town on Highway 96. There's Higgins.
Ooh,
Opperman.
dangerous.
Ooh, yeah, very dangerous. But
He did
Opperman got
it. Yeah.
Well, now there's a fight for it. Opperman wrestling with Jacob Van Zeeland for control of the ball, but Opperman has it. The 3rd and 1 coming up.
3rd and 1 for the Irish.
Coach Clister, Steve Clister, been here a long time for Wrightstown. Tremendous success.
Third and a long one for Freedom.
Mantufel looking for space. Got it. Nice tackle by Van Zeeland, but Mantufel dives forward right at the stick, and I think that's enough. And they're going to move the chains.
Yeah, 2-yard gain then for Mantufel. First down and 10 at the 46, nearing the midfield are the Irish.
Ball just across the
You know,
46
Steve
yard line.
Klister noted 7 of the Wrightstown players on that basketball team last year that advanced to the sectional championship. You were talking about earlier tonight. Higgins going deep.
Got him!
Got Opperman, and off the
goodness.
fingertips.
So both teams, Brett, have had long bombs come up short.
Opperman with some wheels, and that was Jacob Van Zeelen, the defender, trying to keep up, but incomplete pass. Just missed a big-time hookup there.
I think it was Klister missing on a long pass in the first half, Brett.
Yeah.
It was to Jack Van Zeelen.
There's a toss, Mantufel. Some good blocking along the left side of that line. I think he'll be tackled or pushed out of bounds right at midfield at the 50. Yeah, it's too bad that that basketball team, they're supposed to take on Sheboygan Falls in a sectional final, but that was canceled, of course, due to the ongoing pandemic. Who knew back then in March that we'd still be dealing with this in November? And then, of course, Coach Klister mentioning that 8 of the Wrightstown players on this year's team are on the state championship wrestling team from last season. So on both sides, multi-athletes, Freedom and Wrightstown, that know how to win and have a lot of success. Third down coming up for Higgins. Good coverage downfield. Watch out! Higgins almost brought down across the field. That's a
Dangerous
risky
pass,
throw.
yeah.
Higgins pass incomplete.
Just out of reach. Riley looking for the pick, just couldn't get it, and Freedom's going to have to punt.
4th and 6 for the Irish.
Looks like Carter Crewalt will be doing the punting for Freedom.
Yeah, Riley back to receive this one for the Tigers, lining up near the 10. High snap, but Crewalt get a nice punt. Nice high punt.
Yeah, that's what you want, Brett. That's
Whoa.
going to go into the end zone. Good,
Yeah,
smart
yeah.
to just let it go.
Yeah, although look at how quickly Freedom was down there. It was
Yeah.
close to being down to, near the goal line, but just scoots into the end zone. Yeah, good awareness by to just let it bounce away.
8:07 left here in the third quarter. 10-3 lead for Wrightstown. Starting their first offensive series of the half. November 6th, Brett. Beautiful 72-degree day, 73 degrees.
Supposed to be in the
Just what you would thought. You
Yeah.
would think.
Supposed to be in the 70s tomorrow too.
Sitting there playing Christmas music and I'm outside in
No,
shorts.
stop it. Wait till Thanksgiving's done at least.
There's Quincy Klister. Small gain.
My wife's already plowing through in those Hallmark Christmas movies. Jeez.
Yeah.
How do you get into any sort of a holiday
Yeah,
spirit
I
when
think
it's
that's
70s
just
and 70?
A female thing. My girlfriend is very much would watch those all day if
Yeah.
she could. And again, like you know, Brett, they're the same story.
Same story,
The same story.
Same actors and actresses.
Yes.
Klister keeps it. Boy,
Wow.
Freedom just
Yes.
really doing a good job shutting down that run game right now.
Might be a loss of 1 there, Brett, so brings up a 3rd and 10 at the 20.
Pretty good battle along the line of scrimmage, that Wrightstown offensive line and that Freedom defensive front. But yeah, 70 degrees and sunny does not scream holiday season, does it? Hey, that's the way I'd love to live. Just move down to Arizona.
There you go. I'm starting to lean that way, my friend.
Mm-hmm. At least for a few months. I don't know if I'd want to be down there in the middle of summer when sometimes checking that temperature 119 degrees. Hanson trying to set up a screen, I think, and boy,
Oh,
all
boy.
over that.
My
Wow.
goodness.
fast defense.
Didn't fool anybody.
No, Kale nowhere to go, and that's going to be a quick 3 and out.
Loss of 5 yards on that, Brett.
Fast defense by Freedom.
So now, if you're Freedom, you're going to have pretty good field position, Brett, you got to think. Bulk back to receive.
Yeah, in Wrightstown territory.
Look out.
Oh, you can hear the coaching staff yelling.
Got to catch it because some of his teammates are unaware, and that's going to be marked as a 36, Brett. Wow.
You know, it's hard enough to catch a punt as it is, especially when you got a whole bunch of angry opponents coming your way, but you hear a coach on top of that yelling to catch it, catch it, catch it. But Balk doing a nice job securing that one, giving Freedom great field position to start this drive. Higgins going to swing it over.
Look
nice.
out.
Good job. That was number 20. That's
Leak.
Riley Like again.
Like with
just doing his job, knocking it away.
He broke faster than the receiver broke.
Yeah.
It seemed like.
See, Like a senior defensive back.
Well, we talked about Higgins, and as good of a player as he is, Brett, he will throw picks.
I think he has 8 coming in.
2nd down and 10 for the Irish.
But he's a playmaker too, Ricardo. And Higgins just tosses it to Mantufel. And really having a lot of success on those little tosses, letting that line get out and move. And letting Mantufel really pick up some steam as he hits those edges.
We haven't heard from Taggy in a while. I wonder if
trying to set something up maybe for him.
Yeah, the talented 6'3", 202-pound tight end. Might see a ball thrown his way.
Well, 3rd down coming up. Ball at the 31, 3rd and 5. And Higgins, nice little fake. Looking at he's wide open. Yep, good little play call, but Clister fast and closes down. Wow. I thought that was going to be an easy 1st down pass to Benjamin Barteau. But Clister barreling his way forward, and 4th down coming up. Freedom going to go for it, of course. Ball at the 28.
Yeah, we've excuse me, Brett. We have seen these short 4th down plays is where the Tigers really kind of make their money.
Well, let's see. You called for Taggy. Maybe this is a play, a little pop pass. Nope. Higgins going to be on the run. Let's see if he's going to get it, and he does.
Look at that. That is just
good speed.
Yeah. I was just wondering how long it would take him for him to run out of real estate.
I was waiting for him just to get enough to turn, but I thought maybe at one point Wrightstown was going to trip him up, but Higgins, the quarterback, making a play, and
you called
1st
it.
down.
Yeah, he is a playmaker. There's no doubt about it. 1st down and 10 from the 21. See if finally the Irish can get a touchdown on the board. 4:40 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, Higgins keeps it, and he's brought down. I think you got to credit number 75 being in there earlier. Mitchell, the senior defensive lineman for the Tigers, at least slowing Higgins down.
1 on the play, 2nd and 9.
Second down for the Irish. Higgins swings it. Nice. That's number 16, A.J. Opperman with the catch, and 1st down. 1st and goal coming up for Freedom.
11-yard play there, Brett. 1st down, goal to goal from the 9.
Yep.
Just under 4 minutes now.
Freedom's been here before. Higgins on the run, looking for some help.
Got him.
He's wide open. Wow. 9 yards. That's to Dylan Boogie.
Higgins pass complete to Bougie.
10-9, waiting for the extra point. Now Owen Van Camp with the PAT. It's a big one.
It is.
Snap, hold, everything looks good, and it is good. And just like that, Van Camp's extra point sails through. We are all tied up, 10 apiece. 3:30 to play in this one.
Updating my Twitter, Brett. Again, you can follow me at PC Ricardo, Brett at PC Brett, singing
Dylan
Rosie at
Bougie.
Metal Rosie. Blame it on the bougie.
9-yard pass from Higgins, and kind of got behind the defense there, and credit Higgins.
Yeah.
Great vision to find his wide out in the back of the end zone.
So 9-yard TD catch to Bougie.
Again, be sure to check out coverage tonight, specifically our photojournalist, Dan Powers. I see him down there working hard. Back and forth he goes. As we kick this one off, he'll have a photo gallery of all the action on postcrescent.com and greenbaypressgazette.com. That's Jack Van Zeelen on the return.
Jack Van Zeelen on the return for Wrightstown by Matthew Weingard.
Also check out Ricardo's, I guess your recap that comes out on Sundays.
Sunday, yeah.
Online as well. Kind of recapping this one, of course, and some other items of note as we get ready for playoffs, postseason play. 2 weeks of playoff football. Looking forward to it.
First and 10.
There's nothing there.
Carried by Kale.
Logan Kale with the carry. And boy, that Freedom defense, Ricardo.
Led by Rudy.
Tough.
Minimal gain there for the Tigers, but yeah, Brett, you're
Closing
looking.
out, closing out those holes. They're just fast. Standing tall at the line of scrimmage. And Hansen looking for something in the passing game, and is that going to be incomplete?
It
They're going to
is.
say incomplete. Intended receiver was Klister.
Klister incomplete. Third and 9.
Third down and 9, Brett, for the Tigers. Game is now tied at 10 apiece.
Big play.
Yeah, because you can feel momentum shifting over to the Irish after that touchdown. Off the short punt, or I should say short field from the punt.
Just so impressed with how the Irish are playing defensively right now. Just that run game is just non-existent for the Tigers as Hansen.
Oh, nowhere to go for
Yeah.
Hansen.
And brought down hard.
Let me tell you.
Number 26, quickly Bartosik, Benjamin with the tackle.
Hansen had a receiver, I want to say, near the first down. But I thought Mantufel did a good job of following his receiver and then bracketing it with some help and then fronting the receiver. Didn't have anywhere for Hansen to go to. And then when Hansen decided to run, Mantufel was right there to bring him down.
Another 3 and out by that Freedom defense as Balk setting up near the 35-yard line. And keep in mind, not the best of punts there, but there is a decent little wind coming from right to left right now, so
Freedom 47-yard line.
make it a little bit tougher to punt in that direction. So good field position again for the Irish. They'll have it at the 47-yard line. Chance to take the lead here in this drive.
Irish near midfield. 3 receivers near side. Higgins tied the game with a touchdown pass to Bougie.
That's Mantufo looking for some space on the right side. Ooh, maybe a yard, maybe 2. Good job by that Wrightstown defense now to string that along, and nowhere for Mantufo to go.
They're going to give him about a yard gain.
2nd and 9.
It's about what we expected, Brett, nearing the end of the third quarter,
Yes,
and we're tied up.
Absolutely, that's what we want. Probably not what the fans want on each side. You know, they want a lopsided victory either way. Not us. Keep it close. 2 rivals. You know, Ricardo, I think this is an underrated rivalry, too. We don't think we talk about this near enough.
Oh, Brett, that was a screen attempt.
Yeah, and number 42, Reese Mantufo, was the intended target there. Higgins just let that one go a little too high. I mean, we always talk about Kimberly, Fond du Lac, Kimberly Abilene North, Neenah Menasha. They were supposed to resume their rivalry this season, but put Wrightstown and Freedom
Amro Winnicott.
Sure.
Don't ever diss the China Bowl.
You put that one right up there with any of them. Freedom Wrightstown. So
what about Xavier Littleshoots?
Yeah, you can put Little Shoot in that mix too with some of those battles that they've had. Whoa, Higgins almost.
Yeah, it was
low. He was pressured, but a low throw. Opperman was the intended receiver, so now Wrightstown's defense gets the 3 and out. And you can hear a Wrightstown fan, way to pressure blue, and that's exactly what happened. Higgins had to get rid of. You see our photojournalist Dan Powers back and forth. He goes on the track
with the TV guys.
You know, put in not only some 100s, he's putting on some miles.
We got to get that little track meet going on with the video guys down there.
Let's see if they can run a 400. Nice high punt, fair catch is the call. Wow, good hands. Riley Like, that's a tough catch.
First down, Wrightstown.
Most of the media is running fast along the track, and not all of them, though. Some of them are taking their time.
Someone up here in the PA was saying that it was like the sausage race going on. To me, it's more like clowns on the clown car.
I think Rosie's showing him. I think he's probably got the right pace. Relax. Get down there.
No need to hustle.
Yeah. Probably laughing at all the guys saying, "Why are you guys running so hard?" That is Clister speaking about running hard.
Quincy Clister on the carry.
Good gain on that one.
Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4 for the
Good game. There's a whole bunch of media here tonight. You can see them all lined up. There's our guy way on the far left there, Dan Powers. Again, he's going to have the photo gallery later tonight. Postcrescent.com, GreenBayPressGazette.com. And one more running play. There's Clister trying for...
Running hard.
Yeah, he's got the first down to close. I assume that'll be the final play of the third quarter.
Clister out to about the 23-yard line and up yardage for a first down.
Is that going to be the final play of the third quarter?
Great game going into the final 12 minutes of the regular season. Northeastern Conference Championship on the line. And wouldn't want it any other way. 10-10 is the tie. There you go. The media contingent going back the other way. All those guys have been going back and forth. Dan Powers also does a great job of shooting Packer games. He's been to, I don't know how many Olympics now. Been to a bunch of Super Bowls. One of the best in USA Today Network. Not just Wisconsin, but the entire company. There's a good shot of Dan again.
Well, we wish our other photojournalist who just had surgery,
Yeah,
Bill
Bill
Glasheen,
Glasheen.
hope he's doing fine.
Bet you he's watching. He's part of the Clubhouse Live crew. I know he's going to miss a couple weeks yet, but Bill, I hope if you're watching, I hope everything went well. I hope you're
Good
healed
guy,
up.
one of our guys.
And I know my mom's not watching probably, but she just had hip replacement surgery
Whoa.
yesterday. And everything thankfully went well, very
That's
well.
good to hear. Good she's doing well.
Yeah. So a lot of people we know get new parts.
Yeah.
You got that happened in your shoulder, didn't it?
Yeah.
First down coming up.
That was a while back. Had the old wing redone.
Yeah. Put some new parts there. Riley like with the carry.
Riley liked the ball carrier.
That's probably going to happen with the other shoulder, I thought.
Well, I've been just able to live with the pain. It's just, you get, sometimes this sounds silly, but it's just a dull ache. You just get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Brett, age or getting older is undefeated, my friend.
Not affecting me one
Father
bit.
time, undefeated. Oh, not affecting you, okay.
Not affecting me at all.
Look at you, you're an Adonis.
Kidding me?
You're an Atlas, you're Charles Atlas.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh, nice
Hanson.
little play.
Yeah,
Hanson
Hanson did a good job
I was
there.
looking at the line of scrimmage. I thought somebody, one of the running backs had the ball, but Hanson hiding it well. But credit Freedom, they didn't bite. Ball at the 30, big third down coming up. 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 for the Tigers.
10-10, the score. Two rivals having another great matchup on the football field. Klister looking for some space. No, Verhasselt was there. And wrapped Klister's legs.
There you see Verhassel. We talked about it,
Yep.
Brett, and he's a special player.
Yeah, he filled that hole quickly. I thought Klister had a pretty good shot at first, but 4th down now, and the punt team coming out. You can hear the Freedom coaches watch the ball. They don't want any sort of offsides,
Yeah.
a free 5 yards.
Don't want to run into the kicker. The last time that happened in the first half, Brett, kind of led to a Wrightstown touchdown.
Ooh, low snap. Good job. Good hands and nice punt. Look at this one sailing over Balk. Look at that. Balk's going to pick it up and try to make something happen. And he is. Look at this return.
Wow, from the 10.
Unbelievable. Back near midfield. Finally spun down, but wow. That's tough on Balk's part just to race and pick it up quickly. He's got some speed as well, but Bunton with the good hands on a low snap. Boomed one.
Takes it to the 48.
And got that great hop, but boy, credit Balk with a great return.
Balk with a 38-yard return, Brett.
Talk about just flipping field position at the very least.
60-yard punt by Bunton, 38-yard return.
So here we see the Wrightstown offense, Brett. Let's see what they can do with great field position.
Higgins, yep. That's number 21 for the Irish, Dylan Bougie, the senior.
Pass complete to Bougie. Tackle by Pelishek.
Pelishek with a nice tackle there, Brett. Those are very important tackles when you're outside on an island by yourself.
Yeah, 2nd down and 5, ball at the 46. Let's play overtime. Are you in? What's your rush tonight?
None.
Yeah, good football game. Went 2 full, and he just powers his way to the 1st down.
Ball carried by Mantufel.
I think they'll give it to him.
Tackle by Klister.
I do as well.
Oh, yeah.
Mitchell Light.
You can see the chain gang waiting to find. Now they're
First down.
they're getting ready to move, but the official didn't give the all clear.
Down 41-yard line.
First and 10 for the Irish. Higgins directing traffic, telling Opperman to get wider, and Taggy now in motion. Let's see, Higgins wanting to go that way, going to rainbow it and just throw it out of bounds. That play looked a little disjointed from the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know if he got what he wanted to in terms of formation, and sometimes your quarterback, you're setting up, you're playing chess. You're kind of moving your guys around to get that matchup you wanted. He didn't see what he liked and threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, and he quickly threw it out of bounds and tried to force something. So good job by Jackson Higgins, the Freedom quarterback. Lived to play another down, 2nd down and 10. Ball officially, let's say we'll call it the 41. There's a toss to Mantufel. That's been working real well all night. Ooh, good job by Sam Hayes again.
He's outstanding.
Yeah, having a heck of a game, tripping up Mantufel. If he doesn't trip up Mantufel, he might get around and get that first down. So 3rd down coming up. Ball at the 38.
Yeah, 3-yard gain for Mantufel. But you're right, Brett. It's about filling your assignments. 3rd down, 7 to go for the Irish. 4 receivers, 2 each side for Higgins. Oh,
he's on the run. Watch out. Nowhere to go. He's going to throw it downfield. Oh, intercepted. Van Zeeland. Jacob Van Zeeland. Johnny on the spot. The ball was kind of tipped. And good awareness by Van Zeeland over the middle of the field to snare that interception. Big turnover. And credit Ricardo, the Wrightstown defense had Higgins on the run. He was pressured. Higgins trying to make a play downfield, just too high. Off the fingertips, little deflection, and Van Zeeland with the pick. 1st and 10 at the 29. And that's Logan Kale on the carry as the clock runs. Now keep in mind, see how this goes, but wind again blowing pretty hard from right to left, and Tigers have a good kicker that we saw nail a big one against Little Chute when we streamed that game.
Well, Brett, we talked about
9-6 victory for the Tigers.
And the lack thereof deciding this game. Here's an opportunity for the Tigers to take advantage of the interception.
Quincy Clister trying to find his way forward. Kind of got bumped. I didn't see who got blocked back into him, but again, Freedom all over that. 3rd down, huge play coming up.
Freedom led by Verhassel and Van Camp.
Brett, tomorrow, I forgot to mention during the halftime, I will be up in Wausau, Wausau West High School for the Division III girls volleyball tournament, the state tournament.
Well, that's right.
I'll be helping out as part of our statewide coverage. We have Howard's Grove playing there.
Okay.
Very good team, expected to make the final. The semifinals are at 1, and then championship game is at 7.
Yeah, different divisions at different schools. I think Kaukauna Hosting the Division II championship, and Little Chute's hosting Division IV. And Clister got it. He's got the first down. It's too bad. I would say go check out some good volleyball, but I'm guessing they're not really letting fans in other than parents.
Yeah, I think each player gets to have 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there'll be somewhat of a crowd there, limited media as well. But yeah, Little Chute's hosting D4, and Kaukauna hosting Division II, and then Wisconsin Rapids, I'm going to say, is hosting Division I. So interesting way. I'm just glad the WIA was able to figure it out.
Yeah, I think the WIA is doing a really good job navigating through this pandemic. Boy, Verhassel brings down Pelishik pretty hard. They're being creative and finding ways to have some of these state championships. You mentioned cross country with different sites. Was it Colby was a site, and
Heartland Arrowhead was D1.
Kind of spreading it out, and giving these football teams an opportunity as well. It's going to be really interesting to see how the winter sports season goes. That's just a couple weeks away with girls and boys basketball starting. Wrestling, how's wrestling going to work? Hanson's got time, finds. Ooh, A little too high and a dangerous throw. And I think I just saw a flag come in there as well. See what happens. Looks like a personal foul, maybe. Here's the question, though. Who's it against? So personal foul against Wrightstown.
Wow.
Oof, tough penalty there.
Yeah.
Personal foul on Wrightstown.
Didn't see what happened. Wasn't looking that side. Was looking at the pass and just saw the flag flying late. But that's going to march Wrightstown back 15 yards. So ball will be at the 26. Nope, they're going to move back to the 25 now.
Second and 25 for the Tigers.
Well, they're not a passing team, Brett, but
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Going to kind of swing it to Clister. Oh, good tackle. Balk bringing down Clister.
Clister's saying, like, I wasn't brought down. My knees never hit, but officials thought otherwise.
Pass complete to Clister.
Ball will be placed at the 24, Brett. That was a loss of 1, so third down and 26. So this is a critical penalty, Brett, because this really does put Freedom in position here with a defensive stop to set up their offense again with what you would think would be advantageous field position.
And Wrightstown with an offense with a playbook that really not built for 3rd and 26. Ooh, watch out. Just gets rid of it to Hayes. Hayes trying to make something happen. Gets it out to about the 30-yard line. That Freedom defense, they're just fast.
Yeah, and I like what Jackson Higgins did there. He stayed in his area, Brett. Didn't allow anything to go in terms of like a long pass play. They'll make it 4th and short, stay in front, 5-yard gain, and a punt.
Well, Balk's going to set up at about the 35 now. Again, Bunting's had a couple of nice punts, gotten some great bounces. See if you can get another one here.
I like the end
watch
over
out,
end.
over Balk's head again. Look at this.
The end over end, it's been killing.
Oh, did that switch field position now? Let's see if Balk can make something happen again.
Brett, that went all the way down to the 9.
Wow.
Austin Balk on the return.
And just some confusion. I mean, Bunting with a great leg, but Balk, you got to kind of have to set him back a little bit farther on those, especially with the wind blowing that way, so you don't allow that bounce to happen. But I give him credit. I mean, he's kind of turned a couple of those big punts and got out of the
22-yard. That was a 22-yard return
from the end zone.
So 38-yard return and a 22-yard return really kind of got them out of disaster.
Yeah, so fast. And Higgins going to hand off to Mantufel here, and good start to this drive. And we'll see what happens here.
In a 9-second and 1 for the Irish.
So ball at the 40.
Now remember, Irish are without their starting kicker, Carson Holfacker.
Owen Van Camp was doing the kicking as Mantufel looking for some space, and he got the first down.
Mantufel on the carry. Tackled by Bartosek, help from Clister and Fabian. First down for the Irish, ball at their own 42-yard line.
Quickly turning into the game we thought it'd be, Brett.
Yes, sir.
Going down on a final drive here for Freedom, possibly.
NEC Championship on the line as Mantufel running hard. Look at this big run. Oh, making guys miss. Far sideline. Wow. Just a little hesitation, just a little juke.
Bartosek, Brett, good job. preventing that. That could have gone all the way, but he had the touchdown saving tackle. Ball's going to be placed at the 27. Oof.
First down, Freedom. Ball to Wrightstown 27-yard line.
31-yard gain for Manteuffel.
Does a nice job, Ricardo, freezing those defenders with just a little bit of a juke. I don't know if that's even describing it right, but just
breaking ankles.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what Freedom needed. That was by far their, other than the punt return, farthest play of the night. 31-yard gain there for Manteuffel.
Tiger's going to burn a timeout here, first one of the half. Set the defense, maybe give them a little bit of a breather as well.
Rosie, they're playing some classic Metallica for you. Every time I hear this song, I think of what's the zombie movie that this was in? You know what I'm talking about. Zombieland, the first one, yes.
Well, you guys watch some weird stuff.
Weird stuff. It was a great movie. It had Woody Harrelson in it. Bill Murray had a cameo. Emma Stone, the Oscar
weird
winning actress Emma Stone.
I
think that might have been her first movie.
I like to quench my thirst for knowledge by watching the History Channel, the Discovery Channel. I'm more of an intellect,
i.e. boring. Man, you're a whole lot fun on Saturday nights, I bet you. With your bowl of Cheerios.
I was watching Jeopardy the other day. I got 16 questions right throughout the entire show.
Yeah.
That was a record for me.
Yeah, okay.
I did not get Final Jeopardy right. That's what
Jeopardy.
I do.
I think you're more of a Wheel of Fortune kind of guy.
Yeah, I watch that too. I'm pretty good at solving puzzles. Higgins going to keep it himself, finding some room, and good gainer on first down, Ricardo.
Wrightstown led by Mitchell Light.
Looks like they'll spot it at the 22.
5-yard gain for Higgins, second down and 5. And Brett, I mean, again, we haven't heard Tagi's name in a long time. I wonder if that's something that's going to play a factor as we get closer to the end zone.
He's
in the zone.
Yeah, he is.
He's seeing things.
Yep.
Ball's going to be right past the 15, call it the 16, so that's going to be a 6-yard gain. But my goodness, Manteuffel he's just been in the zone because he's been able to see the holes and to shift, use his legs, his vision.
He's not going straight. He's just a little zig, little zag, and just really doing a nice job of making it so tough on the defenders. Running hard, running low. There's Manteuffel again. Oh, he slipped a little bit that time and brought down hard. Clister.
We've seen some great Freedom runners, Brett. I know some of the more recent ones, Isaac Gonering, and then you go back a little bit. Who's the kid? His sister was very good as a cross-country runner. I'm thinking of Nate. Oh, he was second in the state in rushing, Brett. Who the young?
Peters.
Nathan Peters.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember Nate Peters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are just outstanding talents. And another one they have here with Manteuffel. He maybe doesn't have that breakaway speed that Nate Peters had. Because I basically saw Nate Peters take over a game against Bigfoot. He was their only weapon in a semifinal, I remember.
Yeah, he was tough. Good track athlete. Well, Freedom burns a timeout here. Minute 20 to play.
Brett, this is AC/DC, by the way.
I know
okay.
That.
All right.
I know that. I'm well aware of who this is. That's Rosie's band.
Yep.
Yeah. So Rosie was saying at least they're playing some good tunes here versus today's nonsense.
I heard some Greta Van Fleet.
As I said, I made a Springsteen request. I got it.
Springsteen. I'm just glad they played a little Tom Petty. Now that's an artist right there.
Yes, I agree. But tough to knock Springsteen's catalog.
I do it all the time.
Oh, watch out. Whoa!
That's big 75,
yeah.
Brett.
That's Mitchell Like, Ricardo, senior defensive lineman, 5'11", 215 pounds, shooting through. And Higgins, no chance. Big play by the senior. And Freedom quickly back to the line as the clock continues to run. Again, both teams with 2 timeouts to play, but that's third down and 14. And I think Freedom now Going to burn a second timeout.
Let me tell you, Mitchell Leak, 5'11". Trying to find his stats here in terms of size. 215, is that right?
Yeah.
He seems bigger than that. Yeah, I see the 75. Maybe the 75, the jersey makes him a little bigger than what he looks like, but 215. He exploded, Brett. You know, by the time Higgins even dropped back and completed his drop back, he was in a space.
Yeah.
Like exploded. That's the kind of short area quickness you like to see from your defensive lineman.
Yeah, don't know if he made the offensive lineman miss or just a miscommunication along the offensive line, but just shot through. And, that's a big defensive play.
And again, Brett, we're talking about they don't have Hofacker who can probably kick it from this.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, though, with that wind. You can see the flags. That'd be a tough field goal.
Yeah, but now you're talking about was it Van Camp? Who's the young kid?
Owen Van Camp?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And so you'd like to get it if you're going to attempt a field goal in a little bit closer than that.
Well, we'll see what Freedom does coming out of that timeout. 3rd and 14, ball at the 20. 47.1 seconds to go. 1 timeout still remaining for the Irish, 2 for the Tigers. As Higgins waiting for this snap. He's got it. Little play action, and it's just, I think.
Yeah, he was going to Taggy. Yeah. Well, it'd be a 37-yard field goal, Brett, if he attempts it from here.
There's no way. Not with that wind. I don't know if Rosie can get a shot of the flag and how it's blowing. It's breezy.
No, they're going to attempt it because I see Verhasselt out there.
Really?
Yeah. Boy, this is, wow. With this wind, this is going to be interesting, Brett. Oh, now he's coming out. No. Now they got the offense back on the field, Brett.
There's a good look at the flag. I mean, it's blowing pretty good.
Good job, Rosie. Great job on that camera work.
So it's going to be tough. So 4th down coming up. And quickly to the line. Irish have to hurry as the official now. I think Freedom's going to have to burn another timeout. No, Wrightstown wants to talk things over as they see what Freedom comes out in their formation.
See, now if I was Freedom, this is where I know you haven't used Verhasselt at all. Okay, I know that. But don't you think maybe you put him in there at least to get some attention away from Taggy?
Good call.
Or, I mean, Verhasselt's one of the rare athletes in the state. Have him out here maybe to at least take some attention away or garner some attention from the defensive back so that maybe you leave a little more advantageous one-on-one matchup for your big kid, Taggy, or maybe some of your other receivers.
It's a good idea, Ricardo. We'll see. Maybe Freedom now. Obviously, they're not going to come out in that same formation. They're going to try to change things up here. But ball at the 20-yard line. So where do you need it to feel comfortable with a pretty good breeze to try to attempt a field goal with your primary place kicker out, unable to play tonight? Another 10 yards, get it to the 10 and try a 27-yarder, something like that. We'll see.
Well, no, it is 4th down, Brett.
Oh, it is. I checked that. You're right. I'm sorry. 4th down. 4th down coming up. Yep. So Higgins going to go across and
wow! Oh! I thought he had it in his hands.
That was Sam Hayes. Sam Hayes on there. I didn't see who the other Tigers defender, but it was to Taggy. And basically just crunched Taggy, and Taggy couldn't hold it. That would have been a tough catch by Taggy if he could have come down with it.
That was close.
It was very close, but Wrightstown holds on, and with 39.3 seconds to play, maybe just play for overtime now?
Let's give a round of applause to these camera crews.
Nice.
Back and forth they go. See, they even announced it up here in the press box. These the media guys back and forth. We got those guys on the
Coach Verveeten, the wrestling coach, is
carried by Clister.
we got those guys on the earlier tonight talking about the frenzied pace up and down the track.
As the final seconds tick off, but I think we are going to go into OT.
That's
I'm not
what
really
we want.
surprised. Not surprised at this at all.
And end of regulation. We are tied up 10 apiece and getting ready for overtime. We'll run down the scoring as Ricardo updates his Twitter account. Wrightstown with a 9-yard touchdown run by Jared Pelishek. 10:09 to play in the opening quarter, made it 7-0. Freedom with a field goal, a 22-yard field goal in the second quarter by Owen Van Camp. That was with 4:53 remaining, made it 7-3 Wrightstown. Tigers added their own field goal, a 27-yarder with 31 seconds to play in the first half by Michael Bunton. That made it 10-3 at the half. Wrightstown with the lead, and then only touchdown of the second half, the only scoring of the second half, 9-yard pass from Jackson Higgins to Dylan Bougie with 3:30 to play in the third quarter. PAT was good by Van Camp, and that's where we stand, 10-10 going into overtime. Ricardo, maybe you want to kind of run down what's at stake again, a Northeastern Conference title if Wrightstown wins it outright, but not necessarily a shared title this year if Freedom wins, even though they would have the same conference record.
No, what's going to happen is if Freedom does somehow pull out this victory, first of all, if Wrightstown wins, it's over. They're the NEC champs. Because the rest of the NEC has not played a full slate of games because of COVID or for whatever reason, if Freedom would get a win over Wrightstown, that'd give Wrightstown a loss, but since Wrightstown's played a full slate, there'd still be percentage points off. So Freedom, if they would win, then it goes to the coaches. They're going to decide who. I don't know how they're going to do it. That's going to be a system that they think up on their own. But who's going to be the NSC champ then at that point?
So very interesting to again see how that conversation will play out.
So Wrightstown could still be the champ,
even with a loss.
Even with a loss, but we don't know yet. So Pelishek's out there getting with a coin flip, is trying to figure out. Pelishek's out there with Higgins.
Be interesting if Freedom pulls this out. I would imagine that conversation would begin with, "We beat you guys head to head," right? I mean, and then go from there.
I think we're going down this way. Is that Doug Ritchie?
Dan Powers, I mean, all these camera guys back and forth. That's why we showed that one who was just kind of taking a stroll. It's like, enough of this running around. He's going to be gassed.
So we're going to be down at this end zone to our left.
So Wrightstown will get it first. Just a heck of a battle between these two rivals. Great defensive football game. You're kind of curious to see the stats after this one. Again, a Wrightstown rushing attack over 300 yards per game. That's got to be well below their average tonight. Freedom defense doing great work. We just saw the Wrightstown defense doing great work. Just great defensive battle.
Yeah, so we're heading to the north end zone, Brett. To our left.
Wow, Clister nowhere to go, and I think that was 74 who got in there first. Hayden Van Camp, the senior defensive lineman, and nothing doing for Quincy Clister on that run.
Second and 12.
Second down, loss of one, second and 11.
Direct snap again to
Clister trying to get around. Oof, tough, hard hitting. Austin Balk in there and all those guys. For Hasselt, yeah.
Balk kind of cleaned up. Ball's going to be at the 22, so a 5-yard gain for Clister.
7 for the Tigers.
Keep in mind, Freedom or Wrightstown has a kicker that they're comfortable with. Michael Bunton, he's got a leg. So, and with the wind blowing that way, as Clister is going to fire it. Oh, watch out! And did he get it?
For Hasselt.
No, it said he hit the ground. Wow. I couldn't see with the
intended for Jackman
The Wrightstown sideline in front of me, but Verhassel nearly with the interception.
So a 39-yard field goal this would be, Brett, if they go for that. I think that they are. Do you think this is how the NFL should go, Brett, with this kind of setup?
I kind of like it.
I do too. I do
College
like the college.
too, yeah.
I do like the college setup. This.
So 39-yard attempt for Bunton. It's a big kick. Everything looks good. Watch out.
Look at
and
No
wide
good.
left,
Wow.
I think.
Wow, from here I thought maybe that had a shot at going inside.
Yeah, it was close. So a 39-yard attempt, no good. And now Freedom gets an opportunity.
But again, like we said, Freedom really doesn't have a kicker other than Van Camp, but not with the leg to kick something like that, I would think.
That's a long kick, no doubt about it. But he's got enough leg, and again, with that wind blowing that way. Not impossible now. Freedom gets an opportunity to try to put this one away. 1st and 10 for the Irish. Toss two-man two-full has been tough.
Oh,
Whoa, look at this.
reverse.
Wow, good job.
Pelishek.
Wow.
Reverse on the play, tackle by Pelishek.
Manteufel's got his arms out. I don't know if he wants maybe a penalty there on the tackle, but boy, credit Pelishek, Ricardo, for getting out there fast because there was some space.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Really like that play, Brett.
Yeah, I do too. It fooled me. Manteufel. And a big 3rd down now coming up for the Irish.
Reese Manteuffel on the carry. Stacked up by the middle of the defense.
Five, Brett.
Yeah, at the 20, and I think it's getting a little chippy down there, a little intense.
I see Verhassel going into the game. His first play on offense.
You feel like they got something cooked up, maybe just waiting for the right time to bring this out. Verhassel's
Either that or drawing some. Oh, he's one-on-one, Brett.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
I say you got to just throw it up to Verhassel.
Higgins. Nope. Handoff.
Or use him as a
Decoy.
Yep.
Tackle by Clister helping Hella.
So ball's inside the 15. We'll mark it at the, 13?
Well, now and Verhassel's still in here, Brett.
First down, Freedom.
Higgins going to keep it. Looking for some space.
Higgins on the carry. Tackle by Riley Light.
Ball's going to be placed at the 10, Brett. So a gain of 3. You can still get a first down. Second down and 7.
Taggy. Hayes brings him down, so he'll be short, but
Tackle by Sam Hayes.
well within field goal range now. Ball on the 7-yard line.
So yeah, 3rd and a long 4. Again, they can still get a first down, Brett. It's within the 3-yard line.
The Irish.
And Verhassel's still out there, Brett. I don't know if he's being used as a decoy. Well, both he, near side is an Opperman.
I think I'd keep this one on the ground, Ricardo, and go to Manteuffel. Let's see. Nope. Higgins, he's going to look. fires.
Oh,
short.
he
He had him.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it was Opperman was open, but just a low pass, so 4th down, and it's going to have to bring in the field goal unit.
So would this be a 24-yard field goal for Van Camp?
No, they're going to, I think, more of a 25-yarder.
25-yard, okay.
So Van Camp with the chance to win this one, and Wrightstown's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Wrightstown.
Look at Owen Van Camp. He's got a 22-yarder that was back in the second quarter. Also good on the PAT late in the third quarter, or later in the third quarter. So he's doing a good job filling in for the regular kicker, Carson Hofacker.
6-foot junior,
Mm-hmm.
Van Camp. Brett, well, we kind of figured this come down to the end, overtime. Van Camp. If he misses this, we go right back.
Down to double overtime, right?
Double overtime.
So 25-yard attempt. Van Camp, a chance to win it for the Irish.
It's on the right hash, Brett.
Whoa, offsides.
Offside, yeah. And
And
Brett, that's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah.
It is.
Penalty flag is offside, Wrightstown.
I think that might be enough for a first down.
Well, let's see.
Or do they do half the distance to the goal within the 10? This is where, boy, it would help if Kenny official watching.
I mean, what happened to our
I don't know. He's
unofficial
been
rules analyst?
taking the rest of the year off.
Looks like they're going to try to figure this out, organize some stuff. Looks like the official by the down marker, what's going on here. And it's going to be about a yard shy, Ricardo.
After the 5-yard penalty, it is still 4th down.
So they'll actually spot it inside the 5. That's where the ball is. And now, Ricardo,
They're going to go for
they're
it
going to go for it on 4th down. Boy, risky.
with Verhasselton as a
I think
tailback.
Higgins is, no, okay. Verhat, wow, what happened
He
there?
moved early. There was. Yep.
Oh my, gee, that is, wow. Both sides getting jumpy, so I imagine the field goal units can now come back out for the Irish. So now
Wait, where's the ball placed?
the ball's placed at the 16, so a 26-yarder coming up. Oh, high snap, kick is up, and it is good. Just got through, just high enough over the crossbar.
So the ball was at the 10, actually.
We'll call it a 26-yarder, Ricardo.
Okay.
Stadium, Freedom 13, Wrightstown 10.
And the Irish with the victory. Wasn't sure. I wasn't sure the way. Obviously, he didn't get it up high in the air, but just enough oomph to get it over that crossbar, and the Irish hold off in overtime. What a game, 13-10. And give Ricardo a follow at PC Ricardo. He's updating his Twitter account. And that's going, again, to lead to a very interesting discussion with the athletic directors of this conference. Who wins the conference championship?
Exactly. And
because, again, both teams finished with 5-1 records in the NEC, but as Ricardo has explained a couple of times, they didn't play same teams. I mean, it was been kind of an odd schedule in the league with COVID, and so the athletic directors have to finish or figure it out. But what do you think? How's that conversation gonna play out?
I don't know when that meeting's gonna be. I guess I'll ask Linda Olson or Craig Haas.
Craig Hayes.
Hayes. When that meeting would be. But yeah, well, first off, it was a fantastic game.
Great game.
Man, oh man, these two teams.
What a kick.
They are so similar in talent level. How many times has it been decided by seemingly 7 points or less between these two teams? It seems like every time they match up. But yeah, first off, if I can talk real quick about both. We'll talk about Freedom for one. The Irish, you never felt like they really kind of found their rhythm throughout the entire game. There were instances where they drove the ball, but they always seem to have penalties, little things that really kind of set them back. They have to clean those up. We got a couple playoff games. You'd hope they'd make it past the first round. I don't know if these two teams might meet again in the playoffs, Brad. That's how.
Let's stream another one.
Exactly. So is that what was that? Did I hear was that? Okay, so there's, so Wrightstown's definitely D4. We've heard here in the press box, and then so Freedom will be D3. But you look at Freedom, the penalties and stuff like that, the little mistakes that they can't make. I know when I talk to Coach Mattia, he's going to bring up in the red zone. You can't have turnovers. You can't have that kind of stuff going on if you want to win your two playoff games. Now for Wrightstown, I like Wrightstown. Now Wrightstown. They're coming off the loss to Kaukauna. They took, went toe-to-toe with Freedom here. Same kind of thing. Little things here and there, they got to clean up. But both teams are so solid, but it's hard for me to differentiate between the two. I know they've run different offenses, but I think both teams, talent level-wise, coaching staffs, very, very good.
That's a heck of a win for the Irish. A gut punch for the Tigers, though. You can kind of just watching those kids as they walk off the field. But what a kick by Owen Van Camp, Ricardo. And I guess, if you're, as I said during the stream, if you're talking in these meetings, the first thing that Freedom has to say is, we won the head-to-head.
Yeah.
We won the head-to-head. But, we'll see. Plus, you look at strength of schedule, too. Freedom lost to an Oak Creek team that's Division I by 1 point. So, whereas Wrightstown, had a little bit of some tough times last week going against the Division II Kaukauna team in that 35-7 loss. So I don't know. We'll see. Just trying to play that conversation out in my mind and how that's going to end up, tilting the conference championship. But hey, we're on to the playoffs. A great win by the Freedom and a great game by these two outstanding programs.
All right, Brett, I got to get down there and try to talk to some coaches quick, and see you back here next week somewhere, somehow. We don't know where we're going to be, though.
We'll figure it out in due time. So, yeah, let me run down the scoring before I sign off for the evening. What a heck of a way to end the regular season in our Week 7 slate. Great Northeastern Conference battle between longtime rivals. It never fails to disappoint. Or I should say it never disappoints, as I'm just jotting down some notes. Always a battle, always a fun game. Scoring, Wrightstown got on the board first, a 9-yard touchdown run by Jared Pelishek. That was off of the 65-yard kickoff return by Jack Van Zillen to open the game, put the ball at the Freedom 25, and Wrightstown punches it in on that Pelishek run, made it 7-0 with 10:09 to play in the first quarter. Owen Van Camp got the Irish on the scoreboard with 4:53 remaining in the second quarter on a 22-yard field goal, made it 7-3 Wrightstown. Tigers tacked on a field goal with 31 seconds to play in the half by Michael Bunton with made a 27-yard field goal, made it 10-3 Wrightstown at the half. Freedom tied it up later in the third quarter. A 9-yard pass from Jackson Higgins to number 21, Dylan Bougie. The kick was good with 3:30 to play. That tied it all up at 10 apiece. And then we just saw it here in overtime. The 26-yard field goal by Owen Van Camp. 13-10 is the final with the victory. Freedom finishes the regular season 5-2 overall, 5-1 in the Northeastern Conference. Wrightstown drops to 5-2 overall and 5-1 in league play. Not sure where either team will be next week for the first round of the playoffs. And as for us, we're kind of in a waiting game as well. It's to be determined as we await the playoff pairings. I'll announce next week's live stream on my Twitter account at PCBrettC. You can access our previous Game of the Week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin website. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. So for Ricardo, for Rosie, and the rest of the crew with USA Today Network Wisconsin, I'm Brett Christopherson saying so long from Wrightstown High School, where once again the final score tonight, it was an overtime thriller. Freedom 13, Wrightstown 10. Thanks for watching, everybody.